last session, you guys attended the Festival of the Egg, and that makes today very special because we get to say Happy Mother's Day to Hammerbell. Not just Zen, but Hammerbell. As we are unofficially calling the child Lizard Bell Slaughterface. Aside from that, you guys had some dealings. You found out that Einjarv, the original founder of Einjarv's Tower and kind of the guy that created the Mayor of Deadmen, there's a lot of unknown history there as to how he went from being a harper to becoming very evil and just drowning these two armies that were fighting and creating the Mayor of Deadmen with some crazy lich magic. So in addition to that, you also found out that Robillard is also a harper. And he is on a mission to figure out some things about what's going on with the planar gate and the planar portal and Galio and kind of what he's been up to. He's gone a little isolated since you guys returned from the realm of the Ebon Death. And in addition to that, there was a job posting to go to this Bronze Dragon Shrine. The shrine has a there is a shrine to Bahamut within this Bronze Dragon's lair. And it says to pray at the shrine. Let's see. Go north along the coast and track the bronze dragon Lamaruntas, also known as the Claws of the Coast, to her lair. This location looks like a bronze dragon carved into the side of a cliff overlooking the sea. Ask for a chance to worship at the shrine to Bahamut, so you may receive visions of the threats facing Leyland. Report the threats you divine to the town council to collect a reward for 1,000 gold. So the problem was that the town council didn't actually post that. So somebody posted that, knowing that there's potentially something going on, and volunteered some of the town council's money. And you guys don't really know who that is, but you can take a few guesses at it. And so you wanted to find a good ship captain. And Jin happened to know of one.
Yeah,
Stanzentar, who captains the Dancing Delight, the name of her ship. And she showed up a little hungover early one morning, and you guys jumped on board and are now sailing towards the Bronze Dragon's lair. So luckily you caught a good wind. Early morning, caught a good wind heading north, and you get about 40 miles north, and Stanzentar points out to you the the dragon's lair. And let me read this. The sea splashes on the bottom of a rocky cliff, carved to look like a 60-foot tall dragon with a ribbed and fluted crest around its head. The dragon's mouth is open in a triumphant roar, facing the ocean and standing on its hind legs. And
well, yeah, people should know about that.
There's Stanzentar can tell you, hey, people see this when they pass by, but they didn't realize that it's actually like a place that people are. They figured that somebody just made this in homage to some sort of dragon, and remind me last session if you guys found anything out about. I believe you did find some things out about the about what the bronze dragon had been doing previous to that, and kind of a little bit of history about this place.
Well, we know there's people in there. We know that there's was it the Harpers that are doing their thing? No. It was the anti-pirate people.
Yeah, the scaly eye.
Yeah, Scaly Eye, dude. Yeah, Scaly Eye used to have it as their home base, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think we got much more than that, though.
Okay.
So it looked like there's a seaside entrance to this thing?
There doesn't at first, but Stanzentar, she says, well, we are only just past noon. A high tide will be going down soon, and that will reveal any if there's like a jetty or anything that's normally covered by the high tide. And she says that also will give you some time to prepare, do anything if you need to prepare to go in there, and we'll have to just give you a longboat because I'm not bringing my ship that close to the waves and rocks and all that.
We could probably just fly.
Fair enough. We could fly, except now we have an extra person that can't fly. Although I think Webley can cast it on 3 people now, maybe? I don't know.
But cool.
Don't know what his current max level of spell is. 5th level warlock?
Let me see.
You do at least 3, because that's what we did when that tower went down. We had to fly off. We were using his fly for that one. Yeah. Myself, even though I had wings, he's still casting on me, himself, and Hammerbell.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
So he'd have to be able to have a 5th level.
Yeah, for casting it 3, and he does have 5th level spells.
Okay. So, yeah, because we have Rivix with us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do have Rivix with you. So, I mean, Hammerbell could just run on the water.
That's true.
Yep.
Might take her a little bit, little stubby legs.
It's true.
Or honestly, I guess we could just take the boat and not waste a spell.
Yeah. Seems like a large spell to waste for travel.
Mm-hmm.
Vote it. Although I like the ritual cast of water breathing.
Yeah, that's pretty much a daily thing when we're close to the sea.
Yeah, I readily assume if you guys are on a boat, you're throwing down on the water breathing ritual. Doesn't cost you anything. And there is Webley.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. Sorry for being so late.
That's all right. You didn't miss much. You guys arrived at the bronze shrine, and are going to take a longboat to get onto a little jetty.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah. Once the high tide goes down, so you wait a little, and the members of the Dancing Delight, the other crew members, ready the longboat, and they say, hey, Do you want me to send somebody to row for you, or are you capable of rowing yourself?
Oh, I think we're good. We didn't have a problem the last time, right?
I remember if you got dropped off.
No, we didn't have anybody with us on our last longboat. That turned out okay.
Yeah. How hard can it possibly be, right?
Yeah, Webley, show us how it's done.
What could possibly go wrong?
Right.
Well, at least we can't drown. We can walk under the
Yeah, there you go.
on the sea bottom.
Yeah, we just strap it on to Hammermill, and she just walks and drags us along.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so you get on the longboat, and I'm gonna drag you over here to the bronze shrine. And you see in the there's multiple levels to this thing. On the second level, you see that there is there's a couple of windows, and you can't tell if it's an actual dragon or if it's a statue, just kind of set right next to the window.
Well, is it moving?
It is not.
Well, we're not expecting bad guys here, right? I mean,
Famous last words.
Yeah, as far as you know, Limerantas has always been
Right.
a good
Yeah,
dragon.
yeah.
What could go wrong, right?
Yeah. How bad could it be?
Well, we did bring the dragon sling sword, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
that
you
was
guys specifically mentioned that.
Did we really? I was kidding. That's awesome. That's great.
I think that we may want to have that in the bag of holding so it isn't easily detected ahead of time.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
All right.
Yeah, let's let the two Dragonborn lead.
Absolutely.
All right. So can everybody see first off?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, because it is daytime, and looking into this tunnel here, you can see that the shrine is well lit.
As in with torches and whatnot?
Yeah, with torches.
That's unfortunate.
It's a shrine, not a dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
I'm following the Dragonborn.
Yeah, so I figured let the
We have
Dragonborn
to-
go in first. We need a good meat shield.
Yeah. The rogue and the sorcerer are meat shields. That's great.
Our warlock's our healer.
I'll be right behind.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see something though.
Yeah. You see this guy right here, and as you're tying up the longboat on the jetty and getting ready and everything, this guy kind of steps right over here, and I gotta make sure I'm on the right page here. He stands there with his arms crossed, and he says, "What are you doing? Why have you come here?"
We are here to visit the temple to Bahamut.
Are we gonna be praying, whatever? Seeking guidance?
You come here to the shrine of Bahamut, to the house of Limerantaz, the mother worm. Why have you come? Who sent you? Are you worshippers of Bahamut?
think that's your cue, Fairfax.
Well, I'm actually not, but
You were here, right? Right?
yeah, I do.
I'll say he's for all good dragons, so
Yeah, we are here to pay homage to him.
Very well. You share the scales of Limerantas yourself, Dragonborn. And he's indicating the fact that you're bronze. And
Well, actually gold, but close enough.
Yeah.
are you gold?
Yeah, that's why I have the fire resistance, as opposed to lightning.
Oh, that's right. Bronze isn't actually an option.
No, bronze is an option.
Yeah.
It's one of the five metallic. Bronze gives you lightning.
So this is
Oh,
this
okay.
is going to be great for the black dragonborn, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
but it's also one of those things where the Dragonborn aren't, specifically tied to what they were.
Right.
So, and I'm sure there is some bronze mixed in with the gold. So
All right,
that still fits. It's just predominantly gold.
Yeah, he says you are of metallic scale, much like Lumerantas herself.
good cover.
Do you no one visits the mother worm or the scaly eye. You appreciate the fact that we are hesitant to permit entry.
We did not realize that this received so little pilgrimages.
Yes,
If he was a real
our
guy,
mother
wouldn't have
worm
this
has
problem.
been troubled. Say again, Azure.
If he was a real guy, wouldn't have this problem.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
So
Wow.
does Azure actually say that?
Fuck no.
What else would you
Webley's jumping back on the boat like shit.
That is a range smartass comment. Now that has your smartass comment.
I don't think it matters. All we're here for is information, right? I mean, if they don't let the rest of us in, I'm not sure we need to push for it. But maybe.
Well, we are here to seek guidance, and that's basically what what was requested of us was to pray at the temple and seek guidance, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, let's see what he says about to the rest of us.
If you wish to pray at the shrine of Bahamut, you must first get permission from the mother worm. Do I have your word that you do not come with any trouble?
Yes.
We have no ill intent.
That's the best. I think that's the most accurate answer we can give. Is we have no intel, no ill intent.
We
All
have
right.
we
Well, we
have
may
come
be
here seeking knowledge.
in trouble, whether we want
Alright.
to or not.
Fairfax, give me that persuasion check.
Hold on. We're seeking guidance. I'm going to cast guidance on him. Just saying.
All
I
right.
can do that.
He's going to cast
can't-
guidance, to seek guidance.
Yeah, it's too bad you can't. Too bad we can't stack it because I can cast that as well. Oh come on! Is it D4?
Yes.
You have your guidance.
That
It's /R space 1d4. There you go.
Nice.
yeah, I took 10 on it. I'm not the most persuasive at this time of the day.
He still has his arms crossed, and he says, "Get back on your boat and leave. You're not welcome here."
No.
Do-do.
Money. Money.
My money or violence?
Have we somehow offended you?
We are wary of visitors. There are so few. And I do not believe you that you are not here to cause any trouble. We have enough trouble as it is.
What kind of trouble? Maybe we can help you with your trouble.
It is not of your concern. Back to your boat.
Now.
Come on, Webley, do your thing.
Oh my gosh. I understand your hesitance. You've never met us before. However, truly, we only come here seeking knowledge, things they would not teach us of in college. But is there no way magically you can discern our intent, or simply allow us to pray here, as we come from Leylon and we're sent here because of fears of troubles pending and past. Can we please come to some accord? We are not here on a whim, and we are not here to disrupt your way of life.
I assume one of you, Fairvax or Azure, is giving him a little guidance boost.
Yes.
All right, Webley,
He's
give
not
me
going
that
to
persuasion.
Yeah. And 1 second. Write my own spells. Should be a core. Persuasion. Plus a what, D4?
Yep.
Yep.
18?
The Scaly Eye member steps forward, leans down, and very ever so carefully removes a tripwire that stood between you and him.
Ah. And my eyes flare open.
And as he removes the tripwire, he kind of grabs the end of it that would have been pulled, and maintains its position, and then kind of wraps it around this little rock that juts out of the wall, just to make sure it stays in position. And he looks up, and he just wants to make sure everything's good, and he goes, "Okay, do not touch the wire, but you may enter. We will approach the mother worm, and she will determine your intentions."
Great.
And he says, "I apologize for the skepticism."
As you said, you don't have many visitors, and we are strangers to you, but you have my word, we mean no harm to you or anyone else here.
I am Tazir. I will take you. I will give you a brief tour, and then take you to the dragon.
Thank you.
And she will determine your worth. And he he says, "Follow me if you would."
Walk this way.
Oh, right. Rivix is there.
Go with Hammerbell.
Oh, yeah,
Hint,
right.
hint.
Yeah, Harabelle.
There you go. All right, so Tazir points to the wall as he gets to this portion of it. And there's a carving on the south wall that he's pointing to. And it reads, "Silence for fallen heroes, please." And you can see 90 interment niches line the walls of this hall, each with a name on them. And you can kind of determine that these were former members of the Scaly Eye. And so he slowly and very reverently walks the hall.
Kind of scan the names as
Yeah,
best I can as
sure
we
enough.
pass.
Yeah, make sure not to play any drums or anything as I go past.
Yeah.
Pull out the harmonica, maybe.
Any names that jump out to us?
There's a couple of none that you would know. I mean, you do see one that seems particularly kind of is carved a little bit more deeply into the stone than the others. It's a Telna or Kill. And it's a smaller spot. Looks like probably a smaller person, like a gnome or a halfling, was buried there. And Tazir leads you past here. Now in this room there are you see a bunch of guys, Scaly Eye members. They're eating, they're training, they're resting. 20 sleeping mats are stacked neatly in the northeast corner of the room, and there's a roasting spit, skewering, sieving quippers. And you see some Scaly Eye members just kind of hanging out. Some of them are sparring with each other.
Just quickly glancing at the sparring, can I gauge how
Competent?
good they are as fighters?
They're definitely better than your average fighter or guard would be. Nowhere near, like, you can already tell, like, oh yeah, I can take these guys. But they're competent.
Okay.
And Tazir continues to lead you to this room, and he looks very reverently at this shrine here. Let me pull up that page. This is a 25 foot tall marble statue of Bahamut, encircled by a hoard of treasure on the floor.
What kind of hoard are we talking about here?
You see a bunch of gold. You see a masterwork painting of a ship. There's a scimitar in there. There's a cloak. There's a couple of pearls, and there's all sorts of stuff that's laying there. And Tazir, he kind of stands for a moment staring at Bahamut and whispers something to himself, and then he says, "This way."
I'd like to point out who asked about the horde.
And specifically who didn't?
And specifically who didn't, yeah. Cloak, huh?
They might really appreciate a Dragon Slayer sword thrown in that pile.
I was going to ask if it's customary to make an offering at this point.
Would you do you ask that?
Yeah, I am going to ask that.
Tazir says, "We have not gathered any new pieces for the Motherworm's horde in some time. If you wish to make an offering, I'm sure it would go a long way."
I think it would be appropriate.
It's not doing us any good.
What's that?
What are we just throwing gold in there?
I don't suppose we have a magic item we haven't used in a bit.
I mean, what was mentioned was the Dragon Slayer sword, but obviously you guys haven't produced anything to
Right. Oh, we have this cool 100 gold piece spyglass. Do we want to give him that? Oh, we have a wave cutter blade from the fish dudes.
That sounds more.
Yeah, that might be nice. I'm not particularly attached to the dragon slaying sword, but other than the
I'm not particularly attached to it either. I think that would give us the best outcome in this whole situation. Because
Okay.
it's a dragon slaying sword, which
right,
dragons don't want out there
right.
in the world.
There might be other dragons that we have to slay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
but
Okay. Okay, I'm shooting like eyes at everybody. No, I mean like I'm
Right.
I'm gonna reach into the bag. Who's carrying the bag right now?
I believe I am.
Okay.
Very good.
I'm gonna make motion with my hand to let me open it. And I'm gonna pull out the dragon slaying sword about a third of the way and kind of make eye contact with everybody. Just kind of like taking a silent vote. And hoping you guys don't think, I mean, like, let's attack the temple here.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. So you might want to.
Yeah.
Now, if you like, nod towards the horde, then we'll know that you intend on.
Well, since we just had the conversation about the horde and me producing the dragon slaying sword and kind of nodding to that.
Yeah.
Anybody against it?
I'm not attached to it.
Nope.
Clearly.
I don't need a sword to slay a dragon.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. I'm going to pull.
But I do not say that. Damn it. Yes, I was like, but I do not say that.
It echoes through the halls.
Shame.
The statue comes to life.
Shame.
All right. I'm going to pull the sword out the rest of the way, still in scabbard, obviously.
And Tazir looks upon it, and kind of his expression doesn't really change, but he does give like a knowing nod to it, and then kind of closes his eyes and nods to you as if to say that would be an acceptable offering.
Okay.
Oh, just acceptable. Thank you.
I do. As I move it to place it on the horde, I do say this is one of our most prized possessions. It would be safer in your hands than hanging above the bar.
We did kill Cryovane with it.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
That's a
wielded
chromatic-
it against Cryovane.
Yeah,
Oh no, I was thinking of the kind of half the undead dragon. In
no.
Heaven Death.
Well,
Yeah.
Probably.
No, not yet. Damn. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a chromatic dragon, so they'd approve of that.
Yeah. All right. I guess I go add it to the pile.
They probably don't need that cloak now. It's just taking.
God, you beat me to it, and I kind of eyeball the cloak. I don't touch it, but I eyeball it. Damn it!
you as you lay the sword at the feet of at the base of the statue, you see the eyes of the statue glow blue, just very briefly.
Sweet.
Cool.
Better than glowing red.
Oh,
Yeah,
given
you're
that
gonna need to make-
blue.
You're gonna need to make an athletics check to jump that far.
Yeah. Nope. I just stumble and trip on my feet. I just lay it down as reverently as I'm gonna lay it down, and whisper as I walk past it back in. I'm like, "It went blue," and that's it.
Did you see that cloak?
I saw what cloak? I didn't see a cloak. Neither did you.
Yeah.
So in this room that you're in now, Tazir says, "Welcome to the Ascension Chamber." And the walls and pillars of this chamber are carved with hundreds of images of metallic dragons. The ceiling is engraved with a draconic script. And
I can read it.
who else can read draconic other than Rivix and Fairvex?
I think I took that as my expertise because I know those two guys speak it. Yes,
Ooh. Oh,
I did.
I can as well because I have that comprehend languages thing going all the time.
Okay.
If you recall.
Comprehend languages going all the time?
Communication.
No, I'm actually running it as a. We talked about this actually.
Yeah, it's a ritual.
Right.
Oh, okay. All right. So for those of you who can read it, you read, "Only those who speak her scaly eye name may ascend."
Uh-oh. Okay.
And Tazir stands at the base of the stairs, and he kind of, he's been very calm up to this point, and he's been very soft spoken, and then suddenly he just booms his voice up the stairs, and he says, "Lumerantas, you have visitors. They have laid a mighty weapon into your hoard as an offering to the great Bahamut." And you hear nothing from upstairs. And Tazir stands aside and says, "I will wait here."
So I'll tell Hammerbell. It says only people who, kind of whisper. And does a cleric speak Draconic?
Nope.
So we'll point that out. I think it might be best if you guys hang out.
Hang out. Oh,
I think we just have to say the name, don't we?
Oh, no, Tazir goes ahead and motions you up.
Okay.
Motion to everybody up?
He says it's not magical or anything. We just have to announce you, and I already did that. You're fine. It's like knock first, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
make sure
But
she's dressed.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the stuff on the ceiling that was written. Right.
Oh,
So I'm saying, do we want Hammerbell and the cleric to go up? Based on what that says.
yeah. Tazir says you guys are fine.
I think we all should go up.
All right. Up we go.
Can't tell me what to do, sign. I go up there.
All right, I'm gonna gather you guys up and move you. So here at the top of the stairs, pull this up. This is a long one.
That's what she said.
Two great circular windows in this chamber look out on the ocean, the sea air causing a crust of green barnacles to grow around the glass of the southernmost pane. Before that window sits a great dragon, her scales a deep bronze. Her eyes are wide and wild as she stares at the ocean. And there you are. You're just kind of standing there in the entranceway.
Cool. I'm letting the Dragonborn or the more persuasive of the among us speak.
Dragonborn, this is your You want to get either one of you Dragonborn want to? I failed my whiz save on an awe.
Like
Right,
a good
it's-
Dragonborn.
Rivix nudges Fairvex and kind of steps over to the corner here.
All right. Let me.
This really isn't my bag.
Yeah, like I've talked to other dragons as well. I'm going to mangle the name without seeing it.
The name is Lumerantaz,
Or the mother worm.
but you can also call her Mother Worm.
Okay. Greetings, Limerantaz. Thank you for deigning to meet with us.
I do not get many visitors. I wonder even now if these are friend or foe. And she just continues to stare out this southernmost window with the green barnacles. Fairvex, give me an Arcana check.
My dice hate me today.
Your virtual dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that there's something off. Why would barnacles grow in a window that's like 60 feet up in the air? You know, it's not normal, but you don't really know or recall anything that would specifically cause that. You just kind of chalk it up to maybe you just don't know enough about living next to the sea.
Right.
And Limerantaz, she says, "Are you here to kill me?"
Not at all.
Not today.
To take my hoard?
We wouldn't dare offend you in such a manner. We merely seek to worship at the Temple of Bahamut and hopefully gain insight to what threatens our home.
She whips her head around and she says, "What would you know of Bahamut? Even you, a dragonborn, are worldly. You're out there. Bahamut is in here, inside, out this window." And she just looks back at the window and almost like it looks like she's completely forgotten that you're even there.
What's she looking at?
Quietly trigger the wand of magic detection. Is there something enchanted on the window that could be affecting her?
You do see that the green barnacles are magical in nature, and it is some sort of illusion. And even as you pop the detect magic, the barnacles seem to shiver a little bit, which barnacles generally don't do. And you can see that they cover almost the top half of the window. In very there's just a couple of spots where they haven't covered yet to make an entire semicircular shape. But Limerantaz just kind of looks out those little tiny holes that are left and out to the sea and watches the waves crash. And then she turns and says, "I have visitors. I wonder, even though you are announced, are you friend or foe?"
Like, is that like on a loop?
It almost seems that way.
Big friend and enter?
That's usually no one. Yeah.
It's a dwarf thing. I figured it'd work.
She whips her entire just large body around, and you could see it in her eyes. They're just wild and just very, like, you could tell there's something wrong, and she seems very stressed out, and the eyes are all bloodshot and everything, and she just faces you all and rears back with that head and takes in a deep breath and says, "Well, friend or foe?"
We are friends. We slew the White Dragon Cryovane to protect Phandalin.
Are you here to slay yet another dragon?
No.
A child of Bahamut. You seek him for what reason?
Guidance. Knowledge.
You only seek him when you need something. You only seek him when you need something. And you could just see that she's getting more and more agitated, and looks out that south window again, and says, "Yes, I do not believe they are here on their own. They were sent here. They were sent here to take from me."
Is there a magic aura on her?
I mean,
Like, is she being affected by something that can be revealed by the detect magic?
no. I mean, you detect what you would normally expect from a bronze dragon.
Okay.
Okay, who wants to walk up and look out the window?
Say what now?
Who wants to walk up and look out the window?
Yeah. Whoa! I'll step up. This doesn't seem to be going well. Say in Draconic. We're here to simply seek information about threats to Phandalin. But if there's anything we can do to help you out, we'd gladly do so. If that would help our chances of seeking our information.
Yeah, Michael. George.
Need help. Do I need help? No. It is the world that needs help. You need help. That's why you come here, always for help. Get out before I eat you.
Wouldn't Bahamut help us? I'm kind of confused here. I thought he was like lawful and all that fun stuff. And yeah, Azur's actually saying that.
Yeah, regardless, Jen is moving out of any kind of range of something.
And Limeranta says, "Do not pretend to know the will of Bahamut." And oh, geez. Hold on. Just 1 second. Do.
Azure, hit the window or whatever with the spell magic.
Window? Understood.
Yeah, I think that might help.
Alright, well, before you're able to do that, now that I'm not whispering the rolls here, so Hammerbell, Fairvax, Azure, and Webley, and Mox, you're all going to need to make that strength saving throw.
Ouch.
I think I failed it.
Yeah, you go rolling down the stairs.
Yeah. You've been thrown down the stairs.
Oh my god. What is wrong with
yeah.
these dice tonight?
You guys get thrown into the wall here. Hammerbell, you're thrown down the stairs.
Rolling down the
And how many hit points does Mox have? 7?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Mox is.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Mox is done for, and actually that roll, that's going to be the singular damage roll for either rolling downstairs or slamming into a wall. So everybody take 8 hit points of damage.
8.
And you can see the mother worm, and just with those wild eyes and her head's now snaking back and forth, looking around and looking at everyone and just kind of getting ready for combat. So
We have to fight her.
Cool. At least it's a large horde of shit. I mean, if we're gonna
Get our sword back.
If we're gonna kill a
Somebody grab
good
it.
dragon, we might as well get a good
We're
shield.
not killing. There's
There are followers to beat up too.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't even think I can see my character at the moment. Let's see. Oh, there we go. All right. Let's try that one more.
yeah,
time.
for anybody who's still upstairs, just go top left.
Yeah,
Sure.
there we go.
All right, Rivix needs to roll initiative.
I guess we're not moving first.
All right, and that's everybody, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So Rivix is going to let me get used to this character sheet. Rivix is going to be like, yo, there's no way we can kill this thing. Do we need to run?
We didn't get what we came. Here for though.
Oh, you go ahead and rage. I'm going out the front door.
I don't know what we can say in midst of battle. But my plan is to try to talk her down beforehand and then run. I mean, I think we could, in close quarters, we could probably take this dragon, maybe, but I don't know. But I don't think that's what we want to do. So
No.
don't. So I'll just yell, "Don't attack!" There you go.
Maybe you could ask, why is she so cranky?
So if Rivix listens to me for some reason, don't attack.
Rivix says, "Got it." Jumps out front and kind of does as many like acrobatic type moves, you know, to kind of make herself as noticeable as possible, and says, "Mother Worm, well, we do not mean you harm. We're not going to fight you. Please stop." And she's gonna take a dodge action.
Sweet.
And
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Fairfax.
Well, I'm not going to attack either. I'll basically say similar things as what Rivix said. You know, we're not here to fight you. You know.
All right.
And spread out.
Yeah.
All right. And Limerantas just says, "You have a funny way of showing it." And, you know, kind of looks all menacing.
Yeah, same bit for me. I'm doing a dodge action, trying to persuade the dragon to calm down. No need for this to get ugly. We just came seeking knowledge. Please let us help you if we can. And I'm waiting for the cleric to dispel some serious magic. I mean, I'll move to the window if I
All
can.
All right. Jin, give me a. Do you have proficiency with Arcana?
I probably don't. No, I do not.
All right. Never mind then.
Yeah. So, but I'll see if anything feels creepy on me when I get close to the barnacle stuff.
As you look at the fungal, it looks like barnacles, but as you get closer, it actually resembles more of like a fungal growth. The smell is terrible, and it's dripping, and you almost see as you get close to it, because you have very high perception, that it almost feels like, one of those pictures, one of those weird pictures they used to have in the mall where if you stare at it for long enough, the pattern becomes something.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's almost like that, in the fact that there's something more to it than what is actually seen.
Alrighty.
And that's your turn.
Yep. I'm dodging.
All right, Bell.
Belle's gonna look at this guy and say, "What's up with her?"
Did she wake up on the wrong side of the horde today?
Yeah, that's just her up and say, "What's up with her?"
Tazir says, "You have angered the mother worm.
Oh, we didn't do anything. We just talked to her.
He doesn't say prepare to die.
No.
Leave now or prepare to die."
Yes.
Not leaving until I know everyone is safe. I got friends up there. I'm gonna go back up, I guess. I guess I'm gonna go up to the top of the stairs and see if everything's
This is not going to
okay.
end well.
Probably not.
Webley, you might as well go grab that fucking cloak right now.
All right, Bell, you're running back up the stairs.
Just to the door and see if everybody's okay.
Yeah. So you're standing there in the door, and you see in there, and the dragon is just wild eyed and snaking her head around, and is just going nuts.
But you
Just-
don't see
just
anybody
like-
else attacking.
So,
Right.
Yeah. Belle was just going to be ready for anything. Even tumble down the stairs if she needs to.
Okay. Azure.
I go ahead and step a little farther over here. And I go ahead and. What am I dispelling? I need a target.
The barnacle
Barnacle?
shit.
Miracle
Yeah,
stuff
don't-
around the window is what's
skip-
emitting the magic.
Barnacles it
Skip
is.
on it. Kick it at your highest level you can.
Kick at the highest level. Okay.
Yeah.
4th level.
And you see this creature come out. Let me see if
Looks like the Lorax.
let me see here. There's actually a way I can do this.
He says, "I speak for the barnacles."
The truth. Yeah.
Copy image address, and let's see if this one still works.
Oh, I think I know what you're going for here. Shit.
So it kind of looks like that, and once it comes off, it is it kind of molds off. It knows that it's seen now, and so it molds off and jumps onto the floor here.
Done it!
And it is also going to roll initiative.
I'm going to action surge.
Oh, I need.
We don't know what the hell this.
Okay.
All right, we don't know what the hell this is, right? Or
No, I don't think any of us
Okay.
have seen this thing before.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys don't really know what it is.
Okay.
Anybody with
I don't even-
proficiency in Arcana that can see it can roll Arcana.
I don't even metagame know what this is.
It's in Mordenkainen's, I think. I metagame know what it is, but or close to it, but it ain't pretty.
I don't know. It looks kind of like a spider fungus. I say kill it with fire.
Well, I don't care what it is if we get the dragon on our side.
Mhm.
If the dragon doesn't pop to our side, then until we kill it, we might be in trouble.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna action surge and smash it.
All right.
Step forward. Booming blade.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, that's a hit.
Not work. Can't click on for damage.
Well, it said 20 thunder.
That's not right.
Yeah,
Oh,
what's
is that the damage if it moves?
They redo the spell.
Oh yeah. You still have to hit with a normal attack.
I should have all that set up though.
Did you have it as a macro or something?
Yeah, it was just on my character sheet.
Huh.
What the hell happened to this damn?
That is weird. Try to roll it again.
The attack. Strength proficient in it. Here, let's do it this way. Dwarven thrower. 26 to hit.
All right, that's a hit.
8 damage, an additional D8, right? For the 1d8.
2d8.
It hasn't moved yet. It's only 1d8.
Well, no, it says at 11th level, 2d8 and 3d8.
Now, oh, we are 11th, are we?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. So 14
All right.
plus 8.
22.
So 22, and if he moves, that's another 20.
Yep.
All right. And let's see. And that is what kind of damage? Thunder?
Bludgeoning and thunder.
Bludgeoning and thunder.
Okay. All right. You are able to just smash your hammer into the mass of looks like fungus, and it kind of, you could tell that you did a little damage to it, and you do leave burn marks from the thunderous strike, but it just kind of forms over again. This thing looks pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Webley.
Oh, as safe and nice and warm as it is down here. I gotta see what's going on, so I'm gonna go upstairs.
Well, you did hear the, crack of thunder from the booming blade.
Yeah.
So you show
Right.
up and you see this weird looking thing over here,
Right.
and also the dragon is just absolutely just going nuts, especially once Azure hit it with the hammer. The dragon just yells, "No, the truth!"
The truth, huh?
I'm not sure what that means. The dragon dragon's still aggressively looking at us, or is the dragon turns his attention to the moldy stuff? I guess we'll find out.
Dragon's very, very aggressive looking.
Okay. I guess we'll find out next round, won't we?
Mhm.
Yep. Okay. I don't know how far I got shoved down the stairs. Can I get within Oh, 60 feet? Christ. Probably can't make it to there then, can I?
Let's see. So that's about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It takes 40 feet for you to get to where you are.
Yeah, no. I don't think
If
that's
you got a
going to
double
happen.
move, you might as well get the hell out of a straight line. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about hitting it with something before I did it. All right. I'm going to use my free action to do my Hexblade Curse on it.
Okay.
Part of my move so I can get some eyesight, and I think I think I'm going to go with an Eldritch Blast until I can get closer. That probably doesn't
So
hit.
what is your speed?
30 like everybody else?
So if you
Yeah, they
move,
say it took you 40
Actually,
to
if I was all the way to 60, that's fair. If I'm all the way to 60, that's all I got.
that was
Okay.
40 feet to get to get to there.
40
I'm
feet?
saying if you're double moving to get to there, you might as well double move to get to there or there.
Right. Yeah, I don't
I'm
want to
saying
get
you're
knocked
not.
down the stairs again. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're not giving them a line to shoot 3 people.
Right. I'll go there, and I'm still going to use my bonus to tag him, but that's all I can do right now.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
Lumerantaz, she looks around the room and just and none of you have ever been in the presence of just a giant adult dragon that is this. She's old, she's powerful, and say what you want about even the Ebon Death, was but shadows, and this thing is just so damn intimidating. And
Sure, everybody can. Yeah.
Yay, frightful presence.
Wisdom
it
save.
doesn't say. It doesn't say. So maybe somebody that's actually DM'd for a dragon before. Is frightful presence like the action that they take?
No, I don't think it's an action. I never call it an action. It's just you're in
I think
the
it just
presence of the
is.
dragon. Yeah. You're just in the presence of the dragon.
Okay.
So
The dragon.
it's a freebie.
Actually, it says here in multi-attack, can use its frightful presence. It then makes 3 attacks, 1 with its bite and 2 with its claws.
Yeah. Or it's breath, whatever.
All right. So
right.
everybody in this room needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
So close.
See if Rivix.
I'll be right on that.
Mm,
All right. Azure, Jin, Hammerbell. You are frightened for 1 minute, and you can, at the end of your turn, you can make the roll again. And
frightened mean you can't do anything?
You can't get closer, and you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Okay.
So you can't go up and whack it with your. So unfortunately, it basically means you can't get closer to the doohickey down here either, because you'd be getting closer to the dude, the dragon.
there, I went ahead and put frightened in the chat. Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight and you can't willingly move closer.
All right, who's chomping at?
All right,
Or
so
breathing
let's
at.
see. So Azure, I'm going to go ahead and mark you guys. What's a good frightened?
I think there's a skull or something.
Yeah, we'll just say it's that one. All right,
All
so
right.
Azure, Jin, you got it. Rivik saves. Hammerbell, you are frightened. And you might want to look at your character sheet. You may be immune to being frightened, or maybe you have advantage on being frightened.
I'm looking so
She might not be frightened when if she goes into rage, but
Yeah.
I think that's
So
actually
you-
only a specific barbarian subclass.
And Webley, you're so
advantage
frightened.
savings. It's just didn't say anything about no.
Cool.
I'll read up. You guess.
All right. And then seeing as how Azure attacked the fungus creature, I almost said the name. The Morantas is going to bite, claw. And 2 of those claws hit, right?
Nope. Shield.
You shield that shit, yeah.
And that brings your AC to what?
29.
Oh, fuck you.
29. You got a 24 base AC?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. All right, so just wildly, coming in with the mouth first, and you just put up that shield. You kind of slam it into the ground, and the dragon's snout just smashes into it, and then comes in with the claws, and you're able to just hide behind that shield for the whole time, as well as your magical shield kind of covers the spots where your physical one doesn't. And the dragon just roars in absolute rage. And from downstairs, you hear Hammerbell. You're probably the only one who can hear it with all the roaring going on. But from downstairs, you hear Tazir say, "To arms!"
All right.
Oh, booger.
Don't kill anybody coming up the stairs, Annabelle. Just let them hit on you for a while. You can throw them over the stairs just to.
I want to see someone come up and actually hit on her, like, hey, they're beautiful. That's what I want to see now.
What's Rivik's doing?
Dang,
All
they
right.
did
Dancing.
better than I did.
Rivix is going to jump in. She's the only one that wasn't scared. And let's see. There's one ability that I want to be harm someone else as well. No, not that one.
Unfortunate because the frightened thing is basically attack rolls while it's in sight, even though you're attacking something else.
Mm-hmm.
So that's annoying.
So she's gonna jump in. I'll activate sneak attack here. And first hit with the dagger. And shit, how many actions does a freaking
Rogue only gets one attack, unless it's got something special.
Hold on, I've got
Typically,
Rivix's character sheet.
typically it's just one.
Yep, it's just one. Darn. All right.
Yeah, but it's going to be a fuckload of sneak attack.
And then also with the Dagger of Venom. And this thing has an AC of... Okay, so both of those hit.
Is that a dual wield? So bonus
Yeah.
action? Okay.
And I forgot to roll the sneak attack.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeebus.
look at that.
How is it
Sneak attack.
33?
I would like to borrow that die.
Oh, because the three of them were sixes, the other three
Yep.
were fives.
Fuck.
Holy cow.
That's so awesome.
Crazy sneak attack.
All right, so that is 7 piercing plus 6 piercing plus 6 poison. And that makes it 19 plus 33 is 52.
But it's mostly all piercing. Does it seem to not do as much as we think it should?
Just start stabbing away here. And yeah, I mean it's a fungus. It's weird to pierce fungus, but it does seem to be doing damage, and specifically the poison. The poison seems to almost decay some of the fungus away for a second before it kind of reforms itself again. And
Alright.
and Rivix is then going to see. I already used a bonus action. Yep, Rivix is just gonna keep trying to slay away at this thing. And she says, let the mother worm go.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of has that feeling that that's something that is happening.
Been nice knowing Rivix.
All right, and what's the speed on these guys? All right, 30 feet.
No, 20.
Runs there. Fairvex.
Okay. Kill it with fire. Let's see. Fireball, no. All right, I'm gonna throw firebolt at this. Actually, bonus action hex followed by firebolt. Oh, right. Disadvantage.
All right, so that's the roll for the first disadvantage fireball.
Yeah.
Or firebolt. All right, that is a miss.
In which case, I'm going to use a new feature. Which, since I find it, favored by the gods.
Oh yeah.
Add 2d4 to the roll.
All right,
So it's now 20.
that makes it a hit.
Okay. And that's going to be 3d10 fire plus 5 points from Radiant Soul and 6 points from the Hex.
All right, so Radiant Soul does radiant damage, I assume.
Yes.
Alright.
Well, actually, Radiant Soul just adds to the fire or the radiant damage, I believe.
That deals
Okay.
radiant or fire. Yeah.
All right, so that is a total of how much fire?
That is a total of 29.
29
Or
fire.
23 fire and 6.
23 fire, 6 necrotic.
All right, so all right. So you do see that the parts that get burned by the fire, it's a little it looks like it's able to absorb some of that fire, just kind of drown out the magical fire with its own fungus. It still does some damage. The necrotic, however, also seems to just much like the poison wear away at that fungus and creates like a gaping spot on it now, and it actually oozes some green out of the side, where the necrotic damage affected it the most.
Okay.
And you hear it, and it's actually starting to make noises now. And let's see. Fairfax, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, sorry, that was I had that set for disadvantage for the attack. Do you want me to re-roll?
No.
Okay.
You are. You hear a faint buzzing in your head, and you feel a bit of you almost feel a little dizzy.
You get to make it. That was a separate save from his fear save, correct?
Yes, correct.
So you get to make your fear save again.
Oh yeah, new turn, isn't it?
Yeah. So now go ahead and make your wisdom save against the fear.
Her
Nope.
suck tonight.
Yeah. So you are still very fearful. And so in addition to feeling a little dizzy, the dragon just seems more and more terrifying, and you have to fight every inch of your body to not just like curl up in a ball. All right, let's see. This guy moves. Guy moves. This guy moves. This guy moves. This guy moves. Jen.
Okay, I'm gonna use stillness of mind. Blah blah blah. So I'm not afraid anymore. I'm gonna burn a key and as a bonus action dodge. And I'm going to try to taunt. Do I know well, my favorite enemy is favorite enemy is dragons, so I'm hoping. Do I know what this guy breathes other than the force thing?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
You happen to
Alright,
know
lighting.
this.
All right, lightning breath. I know this is an odd thing, but I kind of want to like superimpose myself between this dude and the dragon and try to taunt him into, hey, lightning breath, you can't hit me. And I'm going to try to have him breathe so he's breathing down a lightning breath in the line that will then also encompass this dude. So like, something
Right.
like,
Or
you
just
know what I'm trying to do. Well, yeah, not trying to get the cleric in the line.
thank you. I appreciate that.
But I'm trying to get,
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So
You see
you
what I'm
want
saying? I'm
to
trying to jump
step like
there.
here.
yeah, in between, just so with the line, I'm going to taunt him into breathing at me if I can.
Okay.
Not that I'm very intimidating, but persuasion or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Give me a. Are you proficient with intimidation?
I'm proficient with persuasion.
Yeah, we'll call it a persuasion then.
All right. Sweet. Well, whatever.
I'm gonna get
still,
nuked.
I'm still trying to get his attention, and that's what I'm yelling. Hey, you can't, you know, crappy breath. You can't breathe on me. And I'll be right
All right.
back.
Alrighty. Hammerbell.
Bill will enter.
But I am
lower.
still dodging.
Got it.
Bill gets really double the size, I guess.
Bell, give me a wisdom save.
Don't wanna.
All right. You hear a faint buzzing in your head.
Oh.
You're not feeling dizzy or woozy or anything, but you do hear a faint buzzing in your head, and it's hard to concentrate. And if you weren't already frightened, you would get disadvantage.
Hmm. Can she still enlarge?
Can you still what?
Enlarge. That's a spell.
Can you?
I think you say you can cast a spell on yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say you can't while you're frightened.
Okay. And she double up, I guess. And she
what you
can't
have-
get close. What? I'm sorry.
You know what you haven't used? You haven't used your big growth thing. You can grow
Yeah,
and block the. Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. She's gonna enlarge, and
Yeah.
since she can't get forward, she can stay where she is and be a doorstop.
All right, so you want to block the stairs
Yeah.
for the guys who are coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go down the stairs a little bit so you can see all those guys?
Sure. Why not? I
All
will
right.
get
Well,
her out of her.
I wouldn't give him targets. I mean, if they have
Oh,
range stuff, they could. You know what I mean? That make them.
That's true. I'll probably just inside the door then. She's not gonna move. She's gonna be top of the stairs waiting.
All right.
And
Just this 8-foot tall, beefy, just barrel of a dwarf is now standing, and you're facing down the stairs, and
can she hold action?
yeah. So
I
you want to
guess
hold an
the
action to like attack anything that comes up to you?
The spell might actually take an action. I'm not sure. Does it?
I
Probably
believe.
takes an action to enlarge.
Oh yeah. The spell would take an action.
All right, you just wait there and be a target. Thank you.
All right. Now go ahead and give me that wisdom save for the fear. Let's see if you're still feared.
I guess she is.
Yeah. You're still feared.
All right. She's still scared, but she's not facing the dragon anymore. Is that gonna help? Nope.
The dragon's no longer in your line of sight because you're facing away from it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah. So it'll help with these guys if you have to kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You can take a lot of damage though.
Yeah. All right.
The fungus creature reaches out and tries to attack Jin.
Ugh.
With some
I didn't even hit the fungus creature.
With some
You dodged,
with some
though.
tentacles because you're standing in front of it and kind of
Right. I'm dodging.
Oh wait, hold on. Always forget to do this.
I could take half of a dragon's breath, but I don't think I can take a half of a dragon's breath after I get mauled by this thing. These are all disadvantaged, by the way.
Oh, right. All right. So
you want to count the first?
yeah.
one
So
as
the first one's 21. The second one is 13, so that doesn't hit. And the last one, I'll just roll with disadvantage. The last one's a 10. So you only get hit by one. and that's 17 acid damage.
All right.
The other two tentacles just kind of reach out, and you're able to do all sorts of dodgy monkey stuff.
You know what? I'll reaction that and absorb elements. So pink. That's good on acid, I think. Hold on, let me double check.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, cool. Then yeah. So I'll get back like half of that.
All right, Azure, give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
All right, you do not hear a buzzing in your head, though you can feel something very faint emanating from the fungus creature. And you just know that you're able to easily withstand its whatever it's trying to do. And what do you do with your turn?
On the fungus.
I'm not trying to keep a buzzing in my head, but I didn't make a wisdom save. Is that cool?
You didn't?
No.
Then I forgot about that. Yeah, give me a wisdom save.
Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but
All right, you hear a buzzing in your head.
great.
And you would have had disadvantage had you made any attacks.
Okay.
All right, so Azure, you're going to banish this creature?
Yeah, fuck it. Maybe a minute of talking to the dragon without that thing being there. Make it the dragon back on our side.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's also incapacitated,
Just
so
a-
anything it's like if there's any magical spells it's concentrating on to be gone as well.
All right.
Charisma save.
Banish it to a harmless enemy plane. Blah blah blah. It's a what save?
Charisma, I believe.
I think so. Charisma saving throw. Yep. How charismatic can it? Oh, I guess.
No.
Okay.
Well, we'll go with the first roll.
Did it.
Good idea though. Solid idea.
Yeah, the magic starts to form around it, and this thing almost as the banishment portal is going to close, the entire thing just oozes back out of it and stays in our realm.
I'll be right back, guys. Oh, I can make another save for frighten. Fine.
Yes. All right, you are
Sweet.
no longer frightened.
Okay, now I'll be right back.
You're just buzzing.
No, he's not buzzing. He's saved
Oh,
on
he's
the
not
first one
buzzing.
too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, now I got to move all these guys. Where are you at, jerks? All right,
I'm a
this guy
cleric of Morden.
moves.
I'm always buzzed.
I was gonna, yeah. Been drinking all night.
Guy moves. Webley.
Webley, terrified.
Yep, go ahead and make your first wisdom save.
Okay. Yeah, whatever.
Terrified
All right.
and buzzing.
Yep,
Huh?
yep. You got a buzz going on there, and it's a little disorienting.
That's fine. Luckily, I don't have to make any attack rolls when I cast that.
Sweet.
It's
Oh,
fungus.
sweet.
It's a plant.
Yep.
Yeah. Tree or a shrub? Oh, a target and not magical.
Yeah.
Max damage.
All right, you target a
seems
plant,
magical.
creature, magical plant. It makes a saving throw with disadvantage. Okay, and that is a what saving throw?
Con.
Con.
At 17.
Sweet.
There you go.
Ooh, 58. That's 64.
No, it's 72. I'm casting it at 5th level.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. This thing.
Although-
You see it kind of completely just sort of wither away, little bit by little bit at first, and then the necrotic infection almost on it just seems to spread entirely until it's completely gone. And you just hear this loud buzzing. Everybody gets this loud buzzing for like a split second, and it comes on as like this terrible headache, and then it immediately stops.
Nice.
And let's see now. Let's see. Lumerantas looks around at all of you, and then just kind of her eyes roll into the back of her head, and Rivix has to like jump back as Lumerantas just like falls to the ground unconscious.
I just dropped a dragon in one shot. I'm just saying.
Uh-huh.
Just saying.
And of course you're no longer frightened. Nobody is frightened anymore.
Nice. I'll stay big though, just in case.
But as even the guys, even these scaly eye members, they all hear this loud thud, and they're all like, hey, whoa, what's going on to the mother worm? Yeah, come on, let's get him.
She displeased me.
And that's the end of your turn, right, Webley?
Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to move a little bit, like right there. Honestly, but that's it.
Last scaly eye member makes a mad dash. Tazir howls just with absolute rage and runs up the stairs and then just kind of stops a little shy of that. Hammerbell, you can see him, and he's just kind of standing there at the stairs looking at you like, well, shit, now what do I do? Because there's a giant dwarf blocking the entire way, and he used all of his movement to get up there.
You shall not pass.
Nice.
Rivix kind of like jumps and like is on all fours. Like between the dwarf's legs, just poking her little dragon snout out like hey, no, it's fine. She's safe. And Tazir just yells bullshit. And so Rivix kind of steps back a little bit and prepares. And there's some narrow stairs, so really only like one or two people can, only one person could stand shoulder to shoulder. Fairvex, what will you do?
Well,
Check the dragon out.
yeah. Actually, I was gonna head this way, pick up Mox, see if I can revive her, or at least keep her from completely dying.
Yeah, she Mox after being thrown into the wall as familiars, they kind of just disappear into the ethereal, right?
I think so. I wasn't sure whether it was a case of there was time to heal, or if it's just they get zeroed and they disappear.
Let's see here.
I don't think it's really definite about that, is it?
Okay, yeah. When it drops to 0 hit points, it disappears. Okay, so I'll just have to summon her again, and I will examine the dragon. Is there any sort of healing that I can apply? That might
Give
help?
me a medicine check.
Finally, a decent roll.
All right, so you can see that the dragon is breathing Instead of like she was very, her eyes were wild, and her breathing was very, very quickened. You could see now that the dragon is breathing very peacefully, very, very steadily, and you can see that it's slowly shaking off whatever was affecting it. And what do you have any spells other than healing for this kind of stuff?
Well, I've got Lesser Restoration, but I don't know if it would actually count as being like poisoned by it or anything of that sort. Because Lesser Restoration will work on blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Given this medicine check, you know that doing nothing, Lumerantas will regain consciousness and be fine, as far as you could tell. A lesser restoration would only quicken that effect.
Okay. In which case, I can do that. I'll cast Lesser Restoration on her to help speed that recovery. And then basically, depending on what happens next, I'll plan on starting a prayer of healing.
Okay. And the Scaly Eye members, they all start piling in and running up the stairs, and they're all shouting at Hammerbell, what have you done to her? What have you done? And
Here.
and now it's Jin's turn.
I'll dump a Cure Wounds on the dragon since I don't really have anything else to do. Bink.
All right. So between the Lesser Restoration and the Cure Wounds, you see the dragon just kind of like one eye, the eye that's facing towards you just like lazily opens, and you just hear her voice, and it's much calmer now. And she says, "What has happened?"
Oh no.
And Hammerbell.
Belle look over. I guess she's not scared anymore, so she look over her shoulders and see what's going on, and tell the followers saying that she's okay. Calm down, but stay big.
Or I'll
Yeah.
calm you down.
You want to try and persuade them or intimidate them into not taking further action?
Let me see. She is better at intimidation, I would say.
And she's like 8 feet tall right now, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead and give me an intimidation with advantage.
Okay, she will. There you go.
Cool.
Yeah. Tazir and the other members, Tazir's right in the front, and he hasn't really, he used all of his movement just to get that close to you, and he kind of backs off a little bit and kind of puts his arm out so the member behind him can't get past, and he's just like, hold on, well, was that the voice of Lumerantas? Mother Worm, are you okay? And you hear the mother worm just very groggily, very steadily, raise her head. She raises her head just a little bit and looks around, and she says, "I am fine. I just need a minute. These are not our enemies." And then she lays her head back down and kind of just continues to catch her breath and just kind of come back to it. And so Tazir says, "As you wish, Mother Worm." And then Tazir looks at you, Hammerbell, and says, May we see her?"
I guess I'm
Nope.
gonna step aside, but still cautious.
All right.
You should have, Webley. You should have tried to do a deception. Throw your voice and say that they're not our enemies, and go collect that cloak for them.
Yeah, I'm not totally giving up on that cloak yet.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So Tazir comes in and he says, "Mother Worm," and he runs up to her and the Mother Worm says, "Yes, they saved me. I will just need a minute. Perhaps feed them, and I will be
The
down
shark.
shortly."
Yeah, exactly.
And so Tazir says, "The Mother Worm needs to regain her senses. If you would please," and he's still looking at Hammerbell like, "Oh shit." And he says, "If you would please follow us, and so that we may talk this out, and you know we'll talk this out over a meal."
Sounds
Excellent.
good.
Yeah, sure.
Now they want to talk.
You know,
Belle would just get small again. She didn't want to eat them out of the house and home, whatever,
And so Tazir looks a lot like very much relieved to see you back at normal size. And he says, "Come with me. I will be sure to follow the Mother Worm's wishes. Let us eat."
yay.
Nice.
And does everyone leave the room and follow Tazir?
Yep.
Sure. Pat the
Alright.
dragon on the snout for good luck, and
Let me gather everyone up here so I can move you all at once. We'll move you down here. And Tazir does shout out to one of his members, "Water. She needs water." And he runs over to this kind of boiling pot that they have to desalinate the seawater and make it kind of drinkable. And they have a whole process going on, and they bring it up to Lamarantaz. And so after a while, and you guys can go ahead and count this as a short rest.
I was about to ask. Yeah, excellent.
In which case, I'll do before I start my short rest. I'll do a prayer of healing. Takes 10 minutes, but everybody gets is going to get 3d8 plus 5.
Anybody get
Healing.
hit? Hold on. Did anybody really get hit?
Well, Jim got hit.
I took a little bit, but
Okay, hold on.
I got hit.
Oh, it's a spell.
Pretty much
anyway.
all of us got hit by the repulsion.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Only 8 HP though.
Yeah, but it's one of those. This is a quick and easy thing, and then after the short rest, I get that pack slot back.
Yeah.
right.
Right.
So there's no point not using it.
Yep.
All right. So they lead you guys into the shrine room, and they all pray to Bahamut.
So I'm just thinking, came here to pray to Bahamut. Did we even have to go upstairs and deal with that shit?
Yeah.
We couldn't just pray here and just go on our way. And
Tazir reminds you that we need
We need
permission from Lamarantaz to pray to Bahamut.
And now we have the goodwill of a old bronze dragon. That's never a bad thing.
And so after a few minutes of they bring out some soup for everybody, and after a few minutes you see Lamarantaz come up out of this giant pool in the Ascension Chamber and come into the room here. And all of them are like, "Oh, it's great to see you, Mother Worm." And they all seem kind of chipper because the Mother Worm has not appeared this well in a very long time.
So they know that she's been unwell. Like different.
And yeah, they know that she's been unwell, but they don't know, she hasn't really attacked them or done anything to them. and she says, "I apologize. That creature subjected me to horrors of madness. I was witnessing my friends dying, my enemies triumphing, and just unspeakable horrors again and again through that window, and I couldn't look away.
Oh.
I should have known that an alkylith would have this effect."
Alcalith.
What is that?
Well, we're
That is-
glad to have been of service.
That's the creature. That's the name of the creature. An alkylith. I believe that if the alkylith had spread to the entire window, it would have opened a door to a different realm, and I would be in grave danger. Thank you. And she looks over her hoard as if seeing it for the first time in a very long time, and notices the Dragon Slayer sword and says, "Was this your offering?"
It was. We thought it better to entrust it into your care, especially now. Lest it fall into the wrong hands. Ours.
The very weapon that you could use to fight me, you present as a gift. It is a wonderful gift. Bahamut smiles upon you.
Yeah, about that. We were kind of
Who
hoping
sent
to.
us here, by the way?
We were kind of hoping to do a little prayer to seek guidance, and there may be some trouble brewing in Leyland.
Leyland, you say? I have not heard of anything from Leyland in a very long time. Is it rebuilt?
Nearly.
The city, yes. If
Very
that's
well.
what you speak of.
Yes, I have been subjected to this madness for so very long. And you could tell that she's just kind of like trying to catch up on like the last 3 years of consciousness. And says, "I must rebuild the Scaly Eye. I must continue Bahamut's work. I have shamed myself. But this is the beginning. This is the beginning of something wonderful. I thank you, and yes, we will pray to Bahamut, and you will receive Bahamut's blessing." And so she begins to chant a prayer in Draconic. You stand at the foot of the magnificent statue of Bahamut as the Claws of the Coast, Lamarantaz, softly chants the prayer. In a flash of light, you find yourself in Leyland, but the town is covered in a cloud of putrid green gas. Bloated, asphyxiated corpses lie on the ground, and dying townsfolk crawl through the streets, gasping for breath. You see Breltora Red Eye holding the hand of Corporal Jessup as they're both just coughing and spitting out blackened blood onto the ground, and before the light goes out of their eyes and they just fall. And at the center of it all stands an enormous green dragon, grinning a bloody smile as the upper half of Marigold Brightshine's severed corpse hangs from her mouth. In another flash of light, you are back in the statue chamber, and Lamarantaz has a very grave look on her face. "You must take action swiftly to save Leyland."
Yeah, that didn't look so good. Do you have any idea of who that dragon is?
The green dragon from the vision. It was... I'm going to butcher the hell out of this.
That's fine.
If we had that as his name, I'm going to butcher the hell out of it. Just change the name officially to that.
All right. Who wants to try and not butcher this name?
Not it.
As soon as we see it.
All right, Thor, you're it.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I will butcher that.
All right.
Buggy Liamatar.
That's actually pretty good. Claugili Amatar. I like it.
All right.
She is nicknamed Old Gnawbone because of her appetite for human flesh, as you saw. She lives in a cave at the north end of Crypt Garden Forest, where the woods meet the Sword Mountains. She is wicked, but she has not attacked a settlement in decades. This doesn't make sense. She doesn't want to attract the ire of the cities of the Sword Coast. They would band together, and as strong as she is, they would defeat her. There must be something going on. Then there has to still be time to reason with Gnawbone and talk her out of this course of action. If perhaps you can give Old Gnawbone what she wants, you can stop her from this evil path.
What does she want?
Sounds like an option.
Can we have the sword back?
It sounds like an option, but I'm not sure it's the option. We're not much into appeasing evil dragons, and I'll say that.
Says if that is your course, then so it is. But she is very powerful. Ancient dragons are
Not too.
extremely powerful.
Do we know what she wants again?
No. And neither does Lamarantaz. She says that it doesn't make sense for Old Gnawbone to be this way, but who knows what's going on? Maybe it was the same forces that were slowly corrupting me.
I was about to suggest that.
Mm-hmm. Same.
In light of this worrisome knowledge, would it be improper for us to ask your leave to take the blade back with us if needed to use against her? We will return it afterwards.
Ooh.
Let's see here. Do.
Be like, sure, you can have it. I was going to give you cool stuff, but
You may take
Yeah,
you may take the dragon slaying sword, or I offer you other options.
We'll take the other options.
the other options.
You can either have this,
More
Oh,
water.
that's yeah, but it's pretty damn sexy too.
or this.
I don't care. I don't have any need for either of them. Crutches.
Mm.
The scimitar is cool, I just can't use it yet.
I could. I don't need it though.
Cloak of the Manor would be neat, but
I don't think
Actually,
do we even really need the dragon slaying sword for what, an extra D6?
It's extra 3d6, and nobody's really proficient in the longsword anyway.
well,
Well,
I
we
can
are,
be.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Azure and Lovely are. And Hammerbell.
Maybe the sword, because I have a high strength, and at the same time, I think my rather have my hammer. I go in the long run, do more damage.
Yeah, your hammer is +3.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Although
although I would gladly take the scimitar. I think by the time we get to the dragon, I'll actually be able to use it.
All right. So you guys want to take the scimitar speed?
Unless there's a really good reason, unless you really think we should hang on to the dragon slaying sword.
Well, no, I don't. I just my question is how melee are you going to be?
Well, I'm not planning on it, but it's one of those, if it comes to that,
All right. I'm fine with it.
Sure.
It's not like they're boots of Elvenkind or anything.
Not like it was a cloak of
Yeah,
every
but-
kind or
the
anything.
kinds of crutches that you would use.
Yeah, exactly. It's the crutches that I would use. Fine. Take the sword.
All right. So, Fairfax takes the Scimitar of Speed, and the Dragon Slayer's sword remains in the Bahamut.
And it was an either or between the cloak and the scimitar, right?
Yeah, it was either or.
Okay, fair enough.
And so the Maranta says this vision is not too far in the future. You must hurry.
All
Is she
right.
waiting for us?
Thank her for her time
Yeah.
and excellence and all that.
And two of the members here go and unlock this giant bronze gate and say, this is another path to get back to the coast. If you don't care to use the take the longboat back to your ship the way you came, because
I
so let's look at the Sword Coast here. Crypt Garden Forest is down here,
Yeah.
and you guys are roughly, somewhere in this area, 40 miles north of Leyland.
Yeah, we need to go back to Stanzentar since they're sitting around waiting for us, right? Or were they not? They just drop us off.
Oh, they were waiting.
Yeah.
Kind of the same deal as before. Like, we're gonna wait, but if it's too long, we're gonna hightail it out of here.
While we're looking
Yeah,
at this map,
so-
I would recommend going through Axholm, Nobengard, see if we have any information on that green dragon on our way to Garden Forest.
Thing
That
is,
makes sense to me.
do we know who actually sent us here? Like,
And
yeah, like that information that we got saying that the city council will pay us, but and they know nothing about it either. Was that like really curious?
You guys currently don't know.
yeah, I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine going to Crypt Garden, but I'm concerned that this has something to do with the portal thing that what's his face is.
It might be, yeah, like
Is-
Yeah,
getting
I
It's similar.
Yeah, I think we need to sail back to Leyland, get paid, figure out who actually posted the
yeah.
reward, and based on that information, plot our course to Axholm, Nolengard, and then Crypt Garden.
Because they're probably just trying to get us out of town.
That is,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. But it's also one of those. It is possible that they actually, this might not be a nefarious get us out of town. It might have been, I've got a really bad feeling about this, and they said do this.
Yeah, I don't think it was a wild goose chase, only because there is a legitimate threat that we learned this way.
True.
I'm thinking our newfound friend may have been
Could be the Harper.
he could be the Harper that pointed us in this direction. Yeah, I don't think that was nefarious. I don't know if we want to go up against ancient green dragon, though.
Either
you-
way,
you-
we should really go home and check, make sure the town is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, back to Leyland.
Yeah.
All right, you guys decline the offer to use the Bronze Gate. Get back in your longboat. They give you some soup to take with you, and you get back to the ship, and Stan Zintar says, "Oh, good, you're alive. I could hear a dragon screaming from all the way out here."
Yeah, we had that effect.
What went on?
A lot of dragon stuff.
You wouldn't
Here,
understand.
Have some wine.
Oh, thank you.
Uh-huh.
I am pleasantly distracted from any danger that might be available to us at this moment. Where are we headed?
Back home.
And so
Layla.
she immediately turns on the crew and raises the bottle of wine and says, "Hoist the sails, raise the anchor, let's go back to Leyland." And you can see out of the window that is now cleared. You can see the bronze dragon Limerantas looking out at you from the shrine. And you start sailing south back towards Leyland. And this is a great time for a break.
Yes.
All right.
Good timing. Thank you. Yes, it is. Hey, just a fun little aside here. Half the reason I was late is my father-in-law's basement is flooded. The estimate is there's like 10,000 gallons of water literally in his basement right now.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been raining really bad, and I don't know what happened, but it's in 23 years, it's never been that bad. So, yeah. Anyway,
you got like a pump or something to get to pump it all out?
My one brother-in-law went and got as big a pump as he could find. Yeah, they had a small one, but it wasn't touching it. They have one that does 3,800 gallons an hour, and it's barely making a dent. So,
Oof.
yeah. So it's still coming in. Finally stopped raining though, so it hopefully will catch up.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
All right. Well, it's 5:20 right now, or it's 20 after. We'll say because we're all in different time zones. Let's come back at 25.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you.
Music, please.
Bye.
Excuse me.
Yeah, let's do this instead. Yeah, I got you.
I'm back as well.
So, Rain, are you familiar with Old Gnawbone?
Not really. You got me on this one.
Yeah, we the first time I had ever seen her in a campaign was Storm King's Thunder.
That's why it sounds familiar.
And I think isn't she
Yeah, I
also
played
in
that campaign.
the Tiamat one also, or referenced in the Tiamat one also?
Probably.
And I don't think we actually fought her in Storm King's Thunder. We just heard her name. That's it.
Yeah, I forget exactly how.
Wasn't that journal we have? Or maps or something?
I'm back. What? What was the question?
Nope, I don't see it in the maps.
Sorry, I'm still eating. Mm. We're talking about Norbo, and it sounded familiar. And remember, I think it was mentioned when we were playing the Storm King's Thunder.
Oh,
Yeah, but I don't think we fought her.
no.
We just talked about. I mean, heard it mentioned or something like that.
I mean, seriously, do you think we don't stand a chance against a dragon like that?
No. I'd feel much better if I were two levels higher, but yeah. Immunity to
But,
poison.
yeah.
Yeah, that's you. I think some sort of non-aggressive solution might be in order.
No.
Yeah, I don't think we can take an ancient dragon of any type.
Yeah.
But from the vision, it's going to come our way, right?
What's that?
I mean, especially for walking into their its nest.
Yeah.
It's got all the special crap that it can do.
Right.
Yeah.
Not the metagame, but yeah.
I'd rather fight it in its nest than in Leyland.
I'd rather not fight it and die on a field and maybe see if we can pacify it in some non-aggressive way that doesn't...
Where's the glory in that? Oh wait, wrong game, I'm sorry.
Well,
I mean,
I would go find as much information on her before we even, begin. There might be ways to pacify her. Who knows? Yeah.
There's got to be something she needs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's only a 5e dragon. I don't think she was a dragon really before 5e.
Yeah.
Maybe we could
Or
give her
mentioned
Marigold.
before 5e.
Oh, was it Marigold?
Well, she does like the taste of flesh.
Well, the good news is if it's an ancient dragon that's been around forever, it's aggressive, there's going to be stories about it. Maybe we can find out something useful, you know?
I mean, we do have a library.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we have clerics that can, like, talk to gods and stuff,
Sure.
right?
All right.
Arthur?
I will remind you guys that that the one thing Lamarantaz wanted to stress the most was that time is of the essence.
Yeah, got that feeling, but
Well, and Lamratas seemed to think that we needed to find her and figure out what she wants. That was
Right.
what we took out of that. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
We offer ourselves up as
Who am I to argue
representatives
with
to Ceylon.
Yeah. Who am I to argue with a big dragon?
All right.
Right.
So you guys make it back to Leyland. You know, you're able to convey the necessity of speed to Stanzentar, and she has her folks hauling ass as fast as they can. You know, they don't just wait on the wind; they also pull out the oars and just make it go as fast as it can
Where are you, boat?
back to Leyland, and then you guys take a longboat, and Stanzentar and her first mate decide to come with you, not for any reason other than they just want to pick up some supplies and go back to the ship after they drop you off, and that way there's somebody to drive the longboat back to the ship.
Right. Oh, stop in and have a drink.
And let's go to Leyland. Zoom out here. All right. So you guys are in Leyland. You arrive. And what do you want to do?
I think we need to tell the council about what we
mm,
saw in the future, and then head out quickly.
and share any information they might have, as in if they know anything about this or any wise people we could, with information.
Yeah.
they
So
be
our
more prepared.
our smart character should go to the library, and everybody else should go talk to the council.
Right.
Library sounds good to me.
I'll go. I mean, I was a sage before I got dragged into this.
Should we go talk to what's his face? Webley should talk to the
Yep.
buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, planning on it.
All right, Webley's talking to his buddy.
Robillard?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Harper.
And, I'll go talk to the council. Belle will come with me, and the other two will go to the library. Sound reasonable?
Okay. Yep. So let's go with Jin and Hammerbell talking to the council first. You're able to find Griselda Copperot and Marigold Brightshine, and Jack Torver is also there at the Lathander Shrine, and they're kind of holding a little council meeting there, about other things, and
Well,
and
I like
the
Marigold.
cleric at the front gate brings you in and says, "Oh, they say that it's urgent." And Marigold says, "Oh, you're back. You're back. What happened when you were out there?" And Griselda just goes ahead and grumbles, "Was it worth 1,000 gold?"
I'll say, well, we saw impending doom for Leyland in the form of a gigantic green dragon, and we hope to keep this from happening. But we think that it'd be wise for you to up your defenses of the town, at least in the near term.
How about
Say,
evacuate the town?
What kind of green dragon?
Very large one. Goes by the colloquial of Gnawbone.
And Griselda looks at the others, with kind of a worried look, and the other ones are just confused. And Griselda rolls her eyes. Old Gnawbone. She lives out there in Crypt Garden. She that is an ancient green dragon. And you're gonna what? Stop her?
We're gonna go talk to her.
Well, none of us
Nice knowing you.
none of us can stop her either. Maybe we should. We have some planning to do. If anything's gonna, if this is gonna be resolved peacefully, though, Marigold jumps in and she says, if this is gonna be resolved peacefully, you should leave. You said time is of the essence, right?
It is, yes. I just want to make sure that you're all aware that this is a possibility, and you should let people. You should have some evacuation plan, and get ready for this
Yeah.
possibility.
What was? Where did everybody evacuate to before the old dwarven stronghold?
That Axholm.
Home. That might not. How far is that from here?
Well, we're heading that direction, but
It's to the east.
it's up to the council. They can tell people if they want to go to Axholm.
Yeah. But what we
Okay.
saw was. Oh, I'm not there. Mhm.
I've done my due diligence.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and
They know it's coming. They know the threat. It's a whole town to evacuate. I don't know. So
Griselda says, "All right, we have some planning to do. If we all don't die, then you'll get your 1,000 gold."
Oh,
sounds fair enough.
Merch.
And so they immediately go to planning, and they talk about they send one of the clerics to go get Valdi Estepar from the fishery to join in on this, and you guys get ushered out. So let's cut over to Webley.
Groovy. Burglard.
You go to the Knight's Goblet Inn,
Yeah.
and you see Robillard sitting there reading a book, and he looks up from his book and he says, "Oh, hello. Do you have news for me?"
I'm afraid I do. And soon the whole town will know, I'm sure. Are you familiar with an ancient green dragon that's gone by, what was it, Old Gnawbones? Is that it?
Ah, Claugilia Matar, Old Gnawbone.
Apparently you are.
She's laired in a cave in Crypt Garden Forest for nearly 2 centuries.
Yeah. Well, she apparently will be headed this way soon. We were shown visions when we visited the altar to Bahamut, and all of Leyland was cast in ruins. Everyone dead or dying. And the short version is we are headed towards the dragon in an attempt to convince her. Do I know him or her?
Her.
Convince her to do otherwise. We don't know why she's attacking now. I have a suspicion it might be the tower, but I could be completely off.
she's probably just hungry.
For Old Gnawbone to attack a town, there's got to be something up.
Well,
Anything
And
else that you saw in this vision? What did the dragon seem to be after anything, or did she say anything?
I explained in detail what I saw. the character can remember what the player cannot. I do also explain the situation with the abyssal fungus affecting the dragon. It's possible that a similar fungus is affecting this one, but I don't know.
Perhaps. Probably harder to do with the old Gnawbone. That cave is a place of primal magic, causes nature to flourish. There's a lot of dangerous fauna and flora guarding her and her horde. There's nothing that she doesn't see in that realm. Probably they could not use the same tactics. One thing you have to know about old Gnawbone is she's quite the gossip. She can see a lot. She has crystal balls that she uses to view the world outside without needing to be in it.
You think that could be something she saw, could be the reason that she's attacking
It could
Leyland
be.
now? The only significant threat I see in Leyland is the tower and the gate it holds. Unless you may know something I don't.
Well, I mean, the tower and the gate. I mean, Mirkul has been a consistent threat. And it seems that
Oh.
this Ebon Death is somehow tied to it. There's a lot of connections we don't know, friend. But this pieces the puzzle together just a little more. And we just need the remaining pieces to understand the whole picture.
Oh,
I will find out what I can. I will try and rekindle my relationship with Galio, and perhaps we can use the planar beacon to see things that we cannot right
Oh.
now.
Well, time is of the essence. I appreciate any help, but it must be quick.
All right. Well, I don't think I can provide you with anything else. Just know that while Gnawbone is evil, she's not unreasonable. And if she wants something, you might be able to provide it for her.
Oh.
Depending on what it is, of course, even if it's just a meal. I've been to Old Gnawbone's lair before. They're
Tell me
They're-
everything.
well, they are they're interesting. There's a bunch of druids, all female, that revere Old Gnawbone as their goddess. And Gnawbone herself is quite the feminist. It really is a wonderful place. If it weren't for the fact that they could probably have murdered me at any time. I had my precautions in place.
Well, if there's any course of action you could suggest right now, it would be most appreciated. Not just by me, but by the entire town.
Yes.
Perhaps the entire region. Yeah.
I fear this will have dire consequences for, yes, the entire region. I will do what I can from here, but as you say, the time is of the essence. I can provide you no more information as of now.
You wouldn't want to join us as you're familiar with Gnawbones.
Oh no, I don't dare. I am not welcome back.
Oh,
I would probably get you in more trouble than you already are, just walking in there.
Slept with too many of the druids, huh? I wouldn't say too many.
And so Robillard seems very occupied. His mind is suddenly occupied with the potentiality of the situation, and you know, even worse, the consequences. And he says, yes, there's much to do. I will do what I can from here.
I
And
appreciate any help
if
you
I
can
learn
offer.
of anything significant, I know that I can talk to you through Adabra.
Exactly that. Thank you so much.
And now we cut over to Azure and Fairfax in the library. And while you're doing some research, just as fast as you can, you know, just trying to get any bit of information, you do get a pretty good map that leads you. You know, it shows a path that leads directly to Nullbone's lair, so you don't have to search around for
That's
anything.
convenient.
You are able to, but it does say that, you know, right around Nullbone's lair, the nature seems to have a more forceful hold on that area than in the surrounding portions of Crypt Garden. And you know, there's all sorts of warnings and things like that to be careful not to, you know, definitely don't go chopping down any trees.
Question: Does
So
Adabra
fireball.
does Adabra have any potion or poison resistant potions? And talk.
Poison resistant potions.
All the potions are resistant to poison. It's just they're drinkers, right? Yeah.
That would be kind of ironic, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't you think?
A little too ironic.
A little too wrath.
Nice. What even is that? Potion of poison resistance?
There's probably isn't there something relatively cheap that's like an antitoxin or an antivenom or
Well, antitoxin I can make now that I know how to use a herbalism kit. So we can
doesn't that
make.
give you like resistance? I forget.
I don't think antitoxin gives you resistance. I think it can be taken once you are poisoned to negate it. Let me take a look.
Gains advantage on saving throws for poison for 1 hour.
Yep, there you go.
What was that? A potion of
Antitoxin gives you advantage on saving throws against poison for 1 hour.
Poison resistance has resistance for an hour.
So yeah, we'll whip up a bunch of antitoxin real quick.
Okay. And Adabra, let's see. Where am I even at? Okay, I got too many damn tabs open.
Never.
All right, Thor, give me a proficiency with your alchemist kit check.
Okay. I think that's this.
Yeah. All right. And let's have Adabra do the same.
Oh, you didn't move over our new party HQ map, did you?
I did not. Did you build out that portion of it?
Yeah, I DM'd you on the.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
That's okay.
All right, so you guys are able to brew 3 of each with the things that you have on hand.
So 3 antitoxin and 3 potions of poison resistance, or
Yes.
each of us do 3 antitoxins.
No, just three antitoxins, 3 potions of poison resistance,
Okay.
and trying to look up my.
Well, give one to Belle.
Which one?
Doesn't she already have advantage
Oh,
on
you
all that
poison
stuff?
resist-
Yeah,
you
she has
resistant?
resistance to.
Oh,
Think.
Oh, right, because you're a Durger. Yeah.
you have resistance to poison?
Let me
I think
see.
dwarves
Advantage on
usually.
saving throw.
Advantage, I think. Advantage on saving throws against poison and resistance against. Oh, I have resistance against poison.
Yeah,
poison
both.
damage.
You have both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Duergar specifically a little
Oh.
bit more resistant to that because of the drow poisons that their enemies use. They,
Hmm.
if I remember the lore correctly.
Yeah.
So that's as much as you guys have, just like on hand. Let's do it now, make it, and then Jack Torver's post. You can also buy at 100 gold a pop. He has probably I'm gonna just roll here. He has 1 antitoxin and 8 poison resistance potions that you can buy at 100 gold a pop.
He has 8 poison resistance?
He has 8 poison resistance, but only 1 antitoxin.
All right. Yeah, I don't. So let's do. So if we get 1 more poison resistance, then everybody has poison resistance, right? Then we got 6.
We've only got 3 poison resistance, so
Yeah.
we need at least 2 more if we're counting that Bell already has resistance.
Yeah. Let's do that. That's worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get
We're
at least 2
spending
more of
200.
those.
We're spending 200. Everybody put down a thing of poison resistance, except for Bell. I don't really care about if I save or not, considering. I mean, I guess it's a quarter versus a half damage, but
Yeah.
chances are we're not saving against that DC 20 or whatever it is anyway.
Right.
DC 22 or.
All right. So go ahead and how many potions are you buying?
Everybody has 1 at this point.
So yeah, we'll buy 2 more because we were able to make 3. We'll buy 2 of what he has.
All right. Go ahead and deduct 200 gold, and you guys all sort of meet up, and having accomplished all your tasks, and Adabra's cleaning up in the alchemy lab and wishes you the best of luck.
Does Webley tell everybody
of
about
course.
what? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we should. Then I'll suggest maybe we should buy this dragon a pretty crystal orb or something before we head out.
Yeah. Well,
Like in something in the peculiarity shop or something. It doesn't have to be magical, but something of value. They have like a big crystal or something.
An offering of some sort.
Yeah.
Can't hurt.
That's a good idea.
Unfortunately.
Let's see if they have one. I'll give you a 50-50 shot. What do you want? Evens or odds, Jim?
Evens. Great.
Yeah. No such crystal orb.
Okay.
I don't suppose they have a crystalline figure of a dragon, do they?
Do they have something that looks, of value? Like
Aubrey
Yeah.
kind of thinks about it for a moment, and he says this is quite the conundrum. What do you give an ancient green dragon?
Has everything.
That sees everything, right?
Hmm. And he thinks about it, and he says, "Well, the best I can do is," and he digs around in the shelf a little bit, and he picks up a little trinket that he made of a dragon, and it's carved from wood. It's not painted or anything, and he says, "I mean, technically, I was thinking of a red dragon when I carved it, but she won't know that."
Yeah, we'll pass on that. Onward. I'm not going to
Hey.
insult the dragon.
Yeah. You were so powerful, we thought you were red. Yeah.
Ancient, you don't look a day over adult.
That's nice. What I do want to do is get us some foodstuffs, nothing that would need to be cooked. I don't think we want to start a fire anywhere near her place. And
Yeah.
we want to, if she's watching us, if we can make a big deal out of not starting a fire, I think that would be.
Yeah,
You know,
that's definitely something. I mean, if we look at the map of the Sword Coast here, going from Leyland to Cryptgarden, I mean, you said you plan on stopping in Nomengard. One of the problems there is that there's a northern entrance to Nomengard, but you need to be on the southern side of the mountain. In order to get to Cryptgarden, and there's not a great way of just traversing the Sword Mountains to get to the other side.
Right.
So I mean, you can still go to Nomengard and see if maybe they have a method by which to get to the south side of the mountain range. But Nomengard itself is built into the northern side of the mountains, and you guys learned that when you were adventuring from Phandalin.
Well, what was our hope there anyway? Just to get information.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know if we want to delay ourselves. I mean, your call, but if we go there, what are we going to learn that's going to be worth the 2 days travel if we can't get?
Right.
I don't think it's
You
worth
know.
it.
No, Axholm
Right.
makes sense, but Nomengard not so much.
Who's staying
Alright.
in Axholm right now?
So to your
Well,
knowledge, Axholm is very much Helm's Deep for Phandalin, and Leyland was going to use it that way as well. There's a very small group of folks that just maintain Axholm, and they kind of switch out every now and then, to see who's going to spend some time there. But there's nobody that you know of that's just permanently living at Axholm, except for maybe some, groundskeepers and whatnot.
The Shrine to Moradin there. Just saying.
There is a shrine to Moradin.
You could pray for guidance there.
Here for guidance anywhere, technically.
Yeah, but that might help a little bit more. Then again,
Right.
your smithy is probably a shrine at this point.
If Axholm is not going to delay us, then let's go there. If not, let's just go down the road.
Yeah, I mean, so I hate to use it again, but kind of the same thing. If you guys remember from Phandalin, Axholm was also facing the northern side of the mountain. There's not like a path that goes to the southern side.
So honestly,
in there.
yeah. So honestly, neither of them are really going to have much information about Cryptgarden because they can't see it, and it probably very rarely affected them. When all's said and done, I guess.
Right.
However, you can the town council, before you, Jim, and Hammerbell left them, they were already starting to discuss a possible evacuation from town to Axholm, at least for some folks. just a temporary, just until you guys get back and can confirm or deny that there's a real threat. So Axholm is significant to the plan, just not part of a plan that involves you going to Crypt Garden.
We're off. Crypt Garden.
Hi ho, Silver. Maybe we should actually get some horses to make some time this time instead of hoofing it.
Well,
And
plus
also
that,
maybe like to feed it to them to the dragon if we.
yeah, that'd make good offerings.
Yeah.
Great. Do we have horses?
The town does, and being that it's possible that this is a significant threat, the town council is more than willing to lend them to you.
Okay, well, they may not come back, but thank you.
And I'll ride my pale horse.
Oh right, yeah, you got your
Yep.
skeletal horse.
Mm-hmm.
And all the little kids come outside and ooh.
Yeah.
All right, you guys head off, and you head around along the southern road through the hills. Very, very uneventful until you get to Crypt Garden, and right around here is where your map tells you that that Old Gnawbone's lair is.
All right.
Just gonna
And
throw
I
this
think-
out there. I've got dragons as my favorite enemy, so tracking dragons.
Or even talking to.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you get like pluses on diplomacy kind of stuff too with favored, don't you?
I don't know.
I'm mixing my games, I'm afraid.
Survival checks to track, intelligence checks to recall information. So, I mean, it
All
sounds
right.
like we got a map, so I'm not overly concerned. But I am part ranger, and I do know dragons.
I do think we need to just assume that we're being watched 100% of the time once we enter the forest, so we should probably behave accordingly.
So as you get into the forest, as you enter the forest, do you stay on your horses or do you get off?
We can lead the horses.
Yeah.
What type of pathing are we talking about here?
I mean, it goes from kind of, at first there's just a couple of trees and then it does get pretty dense. Nothing that you couldn't lead the horses through.
Okay.
Oh.
Then yeah, we want to keep the horses with us.
Okay.
They make good meat offerings.
So
Yeah.
you take a whole 2 days to get past the outer limits of Crypt Garden Forest, and it's pretty uneventful until the afternoon of the second day. Through dense vines and foliage ahead, you can see a dancing flame in the late afternoon, early evening. It's starting to get a little dark, but you could see a dancing flame and shadows moving in the greenery nearby. And let me put us to that map. Where is that map? Everybody can see, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So you guys can see, and you see these guys hanging out over here, along with some non-natural lighting source that's over that direction.
Have they noticed this?
They have not.
I'll kick up a
Okay.
pass without trace real quick.
All right. Because of their light source, you're definitely able to see them first.
All right.
And so
Pass
you,
without
you pop
trace.
you pop pass without trace, and now all of you are pretty darn stealthy. And you see as another ghoul kind of comes out from the brush here and just joins the pack.
Hmm.
Care about this?
It's a waste of time and resources, but I'm wondering if
They might come back. I mean, from behind and
That's
bother.
true. They might be actually bothering the forest. So
yeah, I can't imagine any
Can we
natural,
fireball it or something? We don't have
Eh.
fireball.
no sort of natural creature, druids or whatever. They probably wouldn't like undead wandering their forest regardless of their intent, right?
you
Kind of
want to
against-
sneak up? You want to sneak up real quick and see if we can get a better view of what's going on?
Yeah, I'll go.
I like that idea.
Oh wait, my bad.
Oh no!
I like that idea.
All right, we're gonna stay. Gonna try to move closer,
Yeah.
like around trees and whatnot.
Yeah. Keep cover between us and them. Yeah.
Rivix is going to offer to sneak around the other side. You know, hey, if we move as a group, that's great, but we don't want to lose any positional advantage. If you want me to sneak around the side there on the other side of this tree,
Flank them.
Sure.
you know, maybe it'll give us a tactical advantage as well as I'll be able to tell you guys what's up.
Sure, Rivix.
And Webley, you still have one level of rogue, right?
Yes, they do.
So you know Thieves' Cant?
I do.
Okay. All right. So Rivix is going to break off here. I assume the rest of you are with the Pass Without Trace.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not. It's one of those. As long as we're in the area when it started, we don't have to stay within it, right?
Oh, you had to be within him at all
No,
times.
it's
I think
30,
it-
it's 30 feet. It's around me, but the idea was these guys were going to kind of hide. We were just going to go check out and see what they're doing, and then come back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just scouting, unless it looks
Yeah.
like an easy fight. Yeah.
All right. So Rivix is going to.
Just want to get a clear view of what they're doing. And what the dancing flame is.
It's just a
And
dance
then-
party.
And then once we know, we'll wave everybody forward or go back and report.
Stealth check.
Mm.
Rivix comes back, takes back over to you guys,
Mm-hmm.
and whispers to you. So it's a floating skull that's on fire.
Oh.
So what you're saying is it's a flaming skull.
It's some sort of floating skull engulfed in
It's
flames.
flaming. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving them
Wow.
instruction or being worshipped or
It looks like they're waiting, possibly for more ghouls.
All right, fine.
We go smashy smashy.
We'll move as a group back and pick up everybody and get as close as we can before our stealth runs out.
All right.
Do you want me to pop a silence in there before we go in?
That would kneecap our spellcaster, so I wouldn't.
Casters, yeah.
Okay.
But maybe be ready to throw it around the... What's that?
I said you guys can cast outside of it, but
Oh, you mean throw it around the flaming
around
skull?
them. Yeah. I don't know what a flaming skull does.
Me either. I just
Sounds
know
like
it's
sounds like fire.
I'm
Yeah.
good with that.
not so much here.
I'm not gonna waste it. I'm gonna keep the key.
Yeah. I mean,
Right. So we're moving everybody as a group. Try to get as close as we can.
All right. Group approach.
And we're
You
all
three.
we're going back and then coming up here.
Yeah. Yeah. I assume you all can make it to there.
right.
All right. And before moving any further, I would like everyone to give me a stealth check, just
Groovy.
in case.
Advantage.
wanna-
Eh?
No,
You get plus-
stealth
you
check
guys-
is plus 10.
Except for the guy wearing the boots.
Great. Our lowest is 12.
Oh wait, I get disadvantage. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna roll with that.
Well, yeah, roll the other one just to see if it's a 1.
Uh-huh.
Get this one out of the way, guys. Come on, one out of the way.
Yeah. And,
Kinda. It's not a one.
It's not a critical one.
All right.
critical fail.
No.
So 11
Now-
is our less. So yeah.
It could have been a 0.
Yeah, it could have been a 0. Very good point.
Now let's see the perception check of my flaming skull here.
And look, we're all grouped up. It's
Oh,
Fireball.
Man.
So as much as everyone's being very stealthy, this is the loudest stick in the world.
Well, he should have used guidance. He always needs to use guidance before stealth.
That is a good point. I think I would learn that.
Yeah.
I think you just
Oh,
did.
well.
And
Yeah, I think I
and
just
the flaming skull says, "We have visitors. Attack!"
Oh,
You know,
Try that again.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Rivix.
Since this is the second day or whatever, I assume we camped out and are full rested.
So-
Yeah. You guys were able to get a full rest before this.
my token didn't register the roll for some reason.
Where are you in this? Oh,
Right
you're
next
not.
to Azure. But for some reason, it's not letting me select my token. Oh, wait. It helps if I'm on the right. Never mind. But I did roll a 19.
All right. So now, boom. There we go. All right. So you guys are rested. Jin, what do you start with?
These are the dudes that paralyze people, right? Is that
Yep.
my remembrance?
Yeah.
We've fought ghouls before.
Yeah.
Alright.
Their claws can be paralyzing.
They gotta hit you first.
Is that
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
So I'll move into here. And I'll try to whack this guy.
This one right here.
Yeah, the one that's this one right here. Okay, here's first. Okay, here's first shot. Yeah.
Yep, that's a hit.
Here's second hit. Oh man, 12. It's cool.
12 does hit.
wow.
Sweet. Another 9. And here is the Dread Ambusher hit for another 13. Still standing?
So, no, he is not.
So that was. So I'm going to run back behind the cleric.
All right, Fairvex.
Okay, I need to move to get into line of sight, so let's see here. I think it was going to be out to here. Okay. Oh, there's something in the wood right there?
The flame.
Yeah.
Okay. Now is that actual brush there, or is that just the top of a tree and he's underneath it?
It's the top of a tree.
Okay.
A pretty big tree, though.
I think I can drop a fireball right around here and hit the 5 ghouls, but not set anything significant on fire.
Dude.
Sounds like it's raining. How bad can it be?
If I don't think I can do that safely, then I'll use something else.
I mean, it's magical fire, so it's not like you're going to start a forest fire or anything.
I would hope not. So
It's so quick. It just on and off real quick, right?
yeah. So that's what I'm going to open with. Is actually drop a hex on the flaming skull with a bonus action, so I can target him afterwards, and then drop a fireball on the ghouls.
Okay. Why isn't it doing it?
I was seeing it above it.
Oh, okay, so you are seeing that.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay, there it is. That's just a bomb, though. Where's a burst?
But you have an
That's better.
Or a splatter.
Do you have an animated token for that?
For continual flame, I do.
Oh.
Cool. Oh, that's kind of neat, too, though. Can you change the size of that? Yes, you can. Very cool.
And of course, we can't see it because the damn tree's in the way.
Sure.
Right.
After all that
yeah,
work.
but the GM
So you're able to hit these guys, and let's see, what's the fireball? It's DC 17 for 25 fire, and that is a Dex saving throw.
Wait,
DC 17.
I messed that up. Sorry, I can't do my bonus action because it's not a cantrip. Because you can only do one actual spell.
right.
So,
Oh, right. So you don't hex the guy, but you
right,
still
I don't
throw the
hex the guy,
fireball.
but I still throw the fireball.
Okay.
Fairfax, was that all your movement?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so these 3 are dead.
Sweet.
The other two are able to, I guess, use the first 3 to shield themselves.
Oh, that's
All right.
Okay. It's tied initiative. Does he have a higher dex than I do?
You probably both. That's what the .15 is.
Okay. Can we-
Yeah, he has a dex of 15.
Okay. Then, yeah, we both have. Can we roll that off?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What do you want to roll?
D20.
D20.
Nice. You got it.
Okay. Gonna advance. Or not. Gonna advance to there. Where's the... I'm still not seeing that flaming skull.
he's right here.
He's right
Okay.
here he's hiding behind the, there's like some branches and shit that's in the way.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to hit him with a Hexblade's Curse. And then I want to send this. It's a 20-foot radius. So place it where you like that it encompasses them, if you would. All
There.
3 of them, or whoever. Thank you.
Cause psychic energy to explode there. Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make an intelligence saving throw.
Do ghouls have an intelligence score?
They
Yeah,
do.
I don't think it's particularly high, but I think it's higher than 2.
8d6 on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. After a failed save, target's null thoughts roll on that. Rolls a d6 and subtracts that from its attack rolls. Alright, so what's your damage on that?
Yeah,
Yeah, so these guys, even if they do save, they're dead.
right.
Uh,
Oh my
That was
God,
4 once.
Yeah, that was a terrible roll. He
Yeah.
will add 4 to that if he takes it. Well, regardless, he's going to take
Oh,
it.
yeah. I forgot to add the Radiant Soul 5 extra damage to one of them.
Same result.
Yeah.
Oh.
Might have made a
Alright.
difference at first, but
Alright, so he takes the full 21
Plus 4.
plus
So 20.
4, and that's 4 of, what's, is that?
The
necrotic?
Hexblade Curse. It's actually, all it says is damage. I don't think,
Oh, okay, so it's just
Yeah.
more of the same damage.
yeah.
Alright. So he takes that damage. And yeah, you see the flaming skull kind of jitter a little bit in the air as he's just affected by that psychic damage.
Groovy. Okay.
And he just says, "You will not stop our plan." This skull just yells at you. Hammerbell.
She will do a full movement, looking for the skull. And I guess this is it.
Yep.
Okay. Enter rage and pounce on it and give it a whack. Rage is a whack. Oh, the hit.
That is a hit.
Ooh.
Okay. Next one.
That is also a hit.
Not much today.
Yeah. So you come across with the axe and you actually slash off the jaw from the flaming skull, and then you come in with the hammer and just smash it into the ground. The skull just pops open.
I was going to say, yeah, Hammerbell figures out how to decapitate a floating skull.
Well, the lights went out. Cool. Anything else?
A little anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Yay, fireball!
Like Fireball.
And besides, we've got that decanter still, the jug or whatever, so we can always produce plenty of water to extinguish flames.
I guess we can, in fact, nullify their plans.
Oh, he might be just a mouthpiece.
Ooh, I like that. Way to go.
All right. So you guys are not far from Old Gnawbone's lair. Well, would you like to go ahead and head on that way?
Sure.
It's
We
evening.
expect that we're being watched, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As you get closer to the lair,
I'd like to go in at nighttime, but that's just me.
Well, I can see
yeah, it is getting to the evening of the second day by the time you get there.
Can we manage a short rest at least before we head in there? I'd like to go in there fully charged if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we'll try to rest after we beat up the skull. Short rest. See if that works before we head on.
And it might not even hurt to sit here to do a short rest right here in case there's more coming.
Yeah.
Pat out any lingering flames. Make it look like we actually give a crap.
Yeah.
These are still. I mean, I have. Yeah, got 3 rages left. Should be fine.
All right. So you guys go ahead and take a short rest, and let me get you over here. Kind of a big map. Let me drop you on the map here.
Skull didn't even get to attack, did it?
No.
Groovy. I see floating skull. I think Demi Lich. I think Everlasting Torment. You know, kind of.
Smashy. Yeah.
Yeah, deathy, kind of.
Okay, I was being think this thing was broken. I didn't see anything. Nice.
All right.
Yep.
So you guys roll up, and let's see.
I want to walk. I want to walk to the east.
You hit the edge of the map.
Oh man.
You fall off. Yeah.
There's a couple of trees out here, and you can see there's a 20-foot cliff here. There's a 40-foot cliff here, and there's a cave leading this direction. The inside of the walls of the cave have a faint glow to them, with dim green lights.
Like a glowing moss, maybe?
Yeah.
When you say dim light, do you mean dim light?
I mean dim light.
You mean technically like can port in darkness or dim light? Dim
Yes.
light?
Yes,
Okay.
it's still dim light.
All right. Cool. Then I'm up for going any direction.
All right, are you guys being stealthy about this?
Always.
Wait.
I'm
Oh,
not
you're
wasting
serious?
2 more key points. I'm not wasting 2 more key points on a -1 stealth roll.
Yeah, what to say?
The guy who rolls the guy has to roll disadvantage, and I don't think the extra 10 is going to be that helpful.
Yeah, we need to get a hold of some mithril for you.
I would love that.
Yeah. So no, not stealthy. We're on the assumption that
They already know.
They already know.
There you go, Meth.
All right.
My next
walk
goal
it.
is mithril armor. Make.
Oh Jesus Christ.
My next goal.
We should walk in there confidently, like she knows we're coming, because she
I
knows
just
we're
wanted-
coming.
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
wanted some boots.
Dude,
Yeah.
you got something to trade for him? You got anything?
You sure you want those boots? They've been thrown up on, and God knows what we spilled on them. Are you
That's
sure?
true. Yeah.
How do you feel about wine?
Oh,
Webley's been wearing them for how long? You're never going to
Yeah.
get the stank off of them.
That's true.
Yeah. Nice. Well, fine.
Yeah,
man.
let's-
I was being serious, but okay. That's how it
Let's
is.
head this way. Cave.
okay.
I
Sounds
can't
good.
run up the side of shit yet.
Sounds good.
Tank goes first.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna cast Aid on myself, Hammer, and Jen at level 3, so we all gain 10 temporary hit points.
Alrighty. Thank you.
And we are fully rested as much as it counts, right? No.
Yes.
I don't think this is gonna get. Alright. I guess Hammer, then me? Or maybe me, because I'll probably. 2 of us will probably do the most of the talking.
Yeah, I don't. I'll bring up the rear. That's fine because I can move quickly either direction.
All right.
Quickly.
As you guys approach those that cave, give me a perception check, everyone.
Hey,
I'm like at this point ready to just use my passive perception rolls.
I was gonna say I've got a
Yeah.
I've got a 16 passive. So
Yeah, I've got a 19.
Yeah.
Why
So
not?
Webley and Jin, you immediately hear some movement in the woods to the south, and you turn to see a couple of woodwoads coming out of the woodwork
Yeah.
here.
I have no idea
Whoa.
what those are. But
I think those are like the tree things that we fought before.
Like mini Trent, yeah, Trient, and
Yeah,
And
I think these are like the next step up.
they are. Oh, actually, I like that picture better.
I'm not sure. Is this something we should
Because they were like what
attack?
the heck were those things? They were I forget what the little things were that we fought. They were like ant
Right.
cohorts or goblins.
right.
They're the
And these are probably like
stuff.
the tree blights.
All right, so these guys come out and they're just charging at you. So-
we're just okay. Do you want to?
Yeah,
Gonna be
they're
like
not,
that, huh?
yeah, they're not taking prisoners.
God damn it!
Damn straight. Ah,
You still beat me.
I'd like to.
go.
Ethics?
Oh yeah, Ravix. Ravix has to do that too, huh?
Nah, she just goes whenever.
She feels like it.
Alright, so we got the 3 Woodwoads, Jin, Fairvex, Webley, Azure, Hammerbell, and I rolled for Rivix. Oh,
Click the icon.
I didn't have the icon selected.
Oof.
Nice.
Jeez.
The first roll was an 8.
Yeah.
Go ahead with your 24.
She can go first.
Yeah, doesn't she get an advantage on initiative? Yeah, that's it.
Good man.
Does she?
I don't know. Belle does, but that's the best she can do.
No, never mind. Nope, does not.
Bell gets initiative, advantage on initiative, really.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's already in there. Let's
Right.
roll twice and pick the best.
Gotcha.
Alright, Jin, you're first up.
Okay. I'll port to here. Here's the first strike. Oh, that's an advantage. Sorry. There you go. 24, I take it. I'll hit.
Yeah, 24 hits.
Oh, skip that dread ambusher. That wasn't the one I called. 9. Second attack. For another 8. And here's the dread ambusher attack. 19.
19 hits.
Oh, and then that is another. Sorry. Roll 1d8. There's another 1. So total of 9, 17, 23 total.
Alright. Your fists just pound against the wood. And I mean, you could tell where it cracks in some places, but it seems pretty tough.
Okay. Then I run to there.
Alrighty. Hammerbell.
Oh. Are they really dangerous?
Up to you.
Belle will sigh, move, and pounds. A reach. Should be able to reach that with a pounds. And give this one a whack. Gonna go reckless too. Just gonna get this over with.
That's a hit.
Hammer.
And that is, let's see, so the
17.
slashing 17 does not hit.
Oh, dang it. Okay, 10.
All right, so the axe cuts into the tree. The hammer just hits its shield, and for being wood, it's incredibly resilient.
She can't yield timber yet. Okay.
Okay. This wood is going to step into this tree, and you guys see it completely disappear. And it steps out right here.
Right where? I'm sorry. Oh,
Right behind
right
you.
next to me. Groovy.
Did he just say groovy?
Yeah.
He did.
Pass through to plants.
And let's see. It's going to attack Webley with his club.
I don't have a club. He can't attack me.
That's a miss.
It is. That's a
That
hit.
one is a hit.
Yep.
And let's see if we got anything else going on here. Nope, that's it. Second Woodwode disappears into the tree. Pops out here and is going to attack Fairfax. 18 hit you?
Shield.
What does that put your AC at?
20.
All right, didn't matter. Second hit was terrible. And now it's your turn.
I'm going to hit this guy. Well, yeah. Bonus action, spiritual weapon. And I'll use that as the token for it, as we discussed.
Oh, right. You're going to use Mox, right?
Yep.
I assume you recast it. Mox.
Yeah, it was basically took an hour of downtime to resummon. So when you first cast it, does it just summon it, or is it summon and attack? I forget how that works.
Well,
for some-
It's an attack.
Okay.
Get the attack.
So you get both. You get both on that first round, then. Okay.
Yeah.
In which case, 15 to
That's
hit.
a miss.
Okay. And then I will hit it with my shillelagh and green flame blade. Oh, come on.
All right. So as you reach out with the shillelagh, the shield on the Woodwode seems to magically just like appear in its other hand, which you were not expecting, and it just comes at you from the other side with the club.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing I could do to defend against that at this point. So 16.
Yep.
Ow.
And now Rivix. Is going to jump to your defense and do a dagger. Dagger of Venom hits.
Wow, that's some nice sneak attack damage.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't even do sneak. Oh, did I? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so that is piercing damage. 27 with 12 poison. That's and the second strike just scrapes off of the shield. This guy, Hammerbell, where you see where you chopped your axe into this Woodwode down here,
Mhm.
you see part of the wound, the open wound into the wood there, start to close a little bit. Not entirely, just a little bit.
Of course.
As it regenerates a little bit of health there. And it's going to go ahead and try and whack you twice, and it gets advantage, right?
Yes.
Both of those hit.
Yes.
All right. So Obviously, it's half, which is convenient here.
16.
That's always I'm rolling is 16 on the.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at the numbers. They're actually rolling.
They're
it, but
rolling
it's-
it. Yep.
And Webley.
Webley, yeah. Debating on how stupid he wants to be. Webley's actually going to try and skewer this guy with his rapier. And it will be a sneak attack for the first attack. Then he spends a luck point.
And he
19
hits.
hit. Alright. And I did click sneak attack, yeah. So 21 on that first attack. 18 hit.
18 does hit.
Okay. For 14 on that.
All right. And you do see where you're stabbing into the wood. You're piercing the bark, and definitely making some headway on getting that rapier into the wood pretty deep there.
Three. So what did I do? 35 there? 20, 35. Yep. Rock on. And that's all I'm going to do for this round.
Azure.
I'm gonna step up, stop, and hammer time.
Sure.
Nice.
24 to hit.
Yeah, 24 hits.
So 27 damage.
Nice.
Okay, so all right, yeah, you're able to take that hammer and I mean you kind of crack off like a good portion of its midsection, just kind of caves in, and then not to mention that thunder damage, and you hear that big boom just echo throughout the forest and within the cave.
They didn't know we were here before.
That's the dinner bell, dragon. Let's go.
It's a dinner.
All right, Jin.
Report to here. Here's the first attack. 13.
Does not hit.
I believe I missed with advantage after report. Second attack. 16.
Does not hit.
Bonus attack. Oh no, I ported on my bonus. Fine. Then it seems to be directly engaged with Hammerbell, right?
Yes.
So I'm just going to scooch back to say there. Okay.
All right, and since you have mobility, it doesn't get a attack of opportunity, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if I hit or not as long as I attack it.
All right, Hammerbell, what you got?
Wow. Axe, of course. It's a tree. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I know.
How about that one?
Okay.
All right, that hammer hits.
Okay.
But they seem to be regenerating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy.
All right,
6.
and that is another 9 piercing. All right. So this woodwode, Azure, you notice that some of where you crunched it in starts to expand out again a little bit. You know, some reinforced bark comes over that portion of the woodwode.
It's okay. I've seen its rolls. It's all bark and no bite.
Wow.
Hey, if Zen got the talking head one, at least give this one to me. Or mouthpiece. I'm sorry, mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mother's Day, she got a freebie.
Uh-huh.
All right. And the woodwood magically disappears into this tree and pops out here. Doesn't want to be surrounded.
Why?
Jin's feeling picked on. Jin hasn't even touched those
Wait,
guys over there.
Wait, when it moves, does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
Not when it magically goes into a tree.
It's like
Damn.
Misty Step.
Mm.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't get an
Uh,
advantage.
That hit. Thank you for the 10 hit points.
Welcome.
That hit too. Hold on, I got to catch up with what I'm taking here. Another 12. Huh. Interesting. The minuses don't seem to be minusing on me. Oh, it did. It's just not updating. Okay.
All right. And then that is his turn.
5.
So this guy regenerates a little bit of his damage and turns around to strike back at Rivix. Rivix takes 25 bludgeoning.
Gives as good as he gets, though.
Oh, geez. Okay. Mass for Marines. I got it. Fairvex.
Okay. Bonus action, hit with the spiritual hammer or spiritual weapon.
All right. That's a hit.
Eight damage on that, and then green flame blade with the shillelagh again.
That's a hit.
Okay, so that's that. I don't have. I gotta rebuild the macro for green flame blade. But it's 2d8 fire damage.
All right.
So 15. So 10 bludgeoning, 15 fire.
So you notice that this fire damage really gets under the bark of the woodwode, and he did not like that at all. And you just see him like charred all over and just kind of flailing his arms around.
Hmm.
That's what you get for striking Rivix.
But he's
Just
not
got her
down.
back.
And Rivix takes advantage of the opportunity here. And $19 plus 6 plus 11
36.
is yeah, he's and then I'll obviously not do the sneak attack on that one, but yeah, that's enough.
Nice.
Yeah, so that one goes down. And Rivix is going to go ahead and move to here. And that's all she can do. one's going to regenerate. And once again, try to attack Hammerbell.
Hit both times.
Get advantage on that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, so that's the first attack with advantage. We'll do the, I don't know, 8, 9, or 10. It really doesn't. Well, yeah, it kind of does.
504.
Yeah, we'll go with the first damage roll, and then this will be the second attack.
Oof.
Wait,
Oh.
12.
Yep.
Yeah, 12. Thanks for the reminder, Jim.
Jim is good at that.
it could have gone either way. Could have gone either way.
All right, Webley.
Moving to there. We're going stabby stabby. With snuck attack. 15 hit.
That does not.
Try it again. Another luck point. Okay, and this is just my second attack. 23 hits.
So with that luck point, do you get to choose whether or not to keep the second roll? Or is that a hard roll?
I don't know, actually. Whenever you make an attack roll, blah, 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 you can choose to spend a luck point, choose which of the d20s to use on your attack. You get to choose. So,
All right, so
yeah.
you're going to keep the 15 on that one. All
yeah,
right, that
because I don't want
23
to.
does hit.
Okay, and that is a sneak, and whopping 18 points.
All right. So some more piercing damage. It definitely takes more effort to jam the rapier in there. It's definitely not like flesh. It's very hard. But you
Right.
are doing damage.
Excellent.
Anything else?
No, actually, I think I'm good.
Azure.
I'm gonna go ahead and move right down here. And firebolt at this one.
All right.
18 to hit.
That hits.
Wow.
Ooh.
23 fire.
Oh, that.
Ooh.
Cleric has a few tricks up his sleeve, doesn't he?
Yeah. That firebolt hits him. Just as he's kind of distracted by Webley, trying to get that shield into there. You see this opening, and you just catch it right in the side with the firebolt. It pierces through the outer shell of the wood, pierces through the bark, and the thing just bursts into flames from within. And you could tell that they have a specific vulnerability to this fire.
And that's my turn.
Jen.
I'll port there. And here's first attack. 23.
That's a hit.
And here's second attack. And I will run behind the cleric.
All right. The wood teleports behind you. No, I'm just kidding. Hammerbell.
Bell will go on her. Chop, chop. Woo.
Ooh.
I need a D8. Oh, I always forgot about.
Yeah, it's another D12
Oh, no,
for you, right? Because you get to roll.
Brutal. There you go. Plus 5.
All right, so that's
25.
25.
And hammerer.
Hammer does hit.
Okay. Spike.
And the spikes hit.
Another 10.
Yeah, that axe. I mean, you get deep into there, and a whole chunks and splinters go flying, and the other two attacks aren't nearly as effective, but they still do some damage. Fairvex.
Okay. Da, da, da. All right, nobody's near me, so let's move to where I at least have line of sight. That looks good. Is it just the one left that's fighting Hammerbell right now?
Yeah.
It seems to be tough. I hit it with what, 53?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Since it seems to be particularly vulnerable to fire,
Yeah.
fireball.
Just don't hit me.
All right, go ahead and throw that. That is a miss.
I am going to use where is it? Go.
Sorry, I'm reading this. Something that Rivix can do. Tokens of the departed. I gotta school myself up on that.
All right. Favor to the gods, adding 2d4 to the roll.
All right. That
19
makes it a
hit?
hit.
Awesome. All right. So 24 fire.
Yeah. It bursts into flames and is very shortly rendered cinders.
You might have wanted to save that 2d4 for your con save for the breath weapon of this dragon.
Yeah, well, I probably should have.
Oh,
All
we
right.
exploded it. Sweet.
So you guys stopped the Woodwodes from attacking, and no, that's the wrong music. And now you're faced with either a 40-foot climb, a 20-foot climb, or going into this cave. A decision you will make next time.
Alrighty.
Bum, bum, bum.
You can fly, right?
Cool.
We got rope. We can climb down.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Good job, guys. A lot of
Oh,
fun.
look, we're on our other start page. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, check
yeah.
the
No,
Check-
no
check.
Rivix.
check the map. I did update the map. Bring our HQ over.
Oh yeah.
It's got the-
I'm definitely gonna do that.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for gaming.
All right,
It was
thanks for
fun.
playing.
Yeah,